Live. You can talk now.
Yo, welcome to Team RaddTitan, and we are with the Collectors Chat. We're going to be cracking on with this. It's been a while, so apologies last week. I don't think we got on. Can't remember why. I think we had a bit of a manic week. I'm not too sure what happened, actually. But yeah, we're back now, so we'll get on it, and we'll see what's what. Try and give you some updates on the world of collectibles and what's been going on. As best we can, anyway.
We will. Yes, we will. Yeah, so been 2 weeks off. I'm trying to shut up this fucking... Sorry. People just start messaging me as soon as I go live. So yeah, we've been off for 2 weeks, and don't really think, like, considering we've been off for 2 weeks, I don't think there's been like a crazy amount of stuff going on. Someone asked me because I posted that we were going live, and it's like 3:30 at the moment, well, which is like 4 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong. So they were like, you know, what drama is there today? Is there any drama? Because you've been on it in a while. It's got to be drama. And I'm like, you know, there's none that I know of, but I will be.
We've got loads we can start.
Well, you know, but I said to him, you know, I will be drinking the rest of the whiskey and maybe some other whiskeys. So it just takes one comment in the chat for us, one of us, to kick off. So you never know. But yeah, today I wish was sponsored by Johnny Walker 18 years, but you know, it's not. But we need to start getting on to them, I think. I don't think it's their kind of thing to back.
I've got to be honest, man. I think the encouragement for you to have more alcohol free is not really an advisable fucking situation for us to be in. You're doing that, and I'm on that.
Yeah, well, I got loads of water as well. You know, stay hydrated, people. It's important. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what's kind of gone on. I mean, I went to see. I've got to say, there's loads of comments, but first of all, guys, if you. I see some people have already done it. Gooch has done it and a few others. But if you want to ask a question, because a lot of the time in the comments, there are a few people who they'll come be talking to each other. That's totally fine. Talk to each other. That's awesome. Get to know each other, whatever. But if you want to ask anything to specific for me to point out, or if Gio's got it on the screen at the time, which I doubt he will. But if anyone wants to point out, do the at RaddTitan. That way it comes up in bold red and I can see it when I'm scrolling. I will try and go through the comments anyway, but it does take up quite a lot of time on the chat, and we are quite limited for time. George has a very tight schedule and curfew. So yeah, what we'll do.
George has a 22-week-old son.
Oh, fuck off with that excuse. Jesus, man. You've been using that for the last fucking 6 months.
Listen, it's all right for you, fucking. I call you at 10:30 in the morning. You're still in bed, you lazy cunt. I've been up for 6 hours.
Well, actually,
I've been up for 6 hours. I've literally, by 10:30, I've walked the fucking dog. I've gone to the gym. I've gone shopping. I've seen fucking 2 clients. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So don't fucking start with me about fucking... I can't lay in till fucking 1 fucking PM.
Hold up. I got a little bit of a tear in my eye for you. I'm sorry. All right. What did I start with? Oh yeah, I went to see Captain Marvel. So you know, there's a lot of.
I don't fucking like Brie Larson, and it's got nothing to do. It's funny. I was talking to Mike Wells about this. Actually, that's why I didn't pick up the phone with you today, as I was talking to somebody better. But I was chatting to Mike Wells today. Yeah, that hurt, didn't it? That fucking hurt. That stung a little.
Difference is if I said something like that, you would fucking leave the chat and sulk for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I was talking to him about it, and I was telling him, you know, I really don't like her, and it's nothing to do with this shit she's talking or any of this other rubbish that's been going on. It's more a case of whatever I see her in, I just think she's weak. I've never really bought any role she's played. In Skull Island, I thought she was fucking awful.
Yeah.
She was terrible in that film as well.
So the only film I remember her from is some kind of independent movie called The Room, which is really depressing, so don't watch it. And yeah, basically that's the only film I remember her from, and it's not a terrible film. It's just really depressing. But I mean, I saw her on. She was on that car karaoke thing. It popped up on YouTube with Samuel Jackson, and that's pretty funny. But the thing is, I have nothing against her. I saw. I don't really want to go into too much of it. I mean, it's not. The thing about it was all of her comments have been well taken out of context. That thing was like she made a comment that was actually quite valid, and it was taken out of context. It was in relation to a film that came out. It got slated by all the critics, and generally the critics are, the middle-aged white men. And she made a comment to say the film wasn't made for middle-aged white men, which is true because it was a kids. Because it was.
Does that mean that they, as critics, they can't enjoy it?
No, but she was saying that the target audience
is. Does that mean that all middle-class white men have the same taste? Shut up out of here, you fucking angry dyke. Fuck off.
No, her comment was basically that, it was a children's film and it's made for children, and that was the kind of thing. But it was taken out of context anyway. But anywho,
it's got nothing to do with that. It's like a really angry, sexist comment to make about anybody. See, I just did exactly the same on purpose, and it would definitely come across exactly the same way. You can't be like, man hater or calling people lesbians or calling people names like that. That's exactly my point. What you do is you just sum up your own ignorance. The best way to do it is just enjoy what you're doing. Don't take things too seriously. She's got into Marvel, man. She's like the first serious female superhero solo role. You know what I mean? It's a very big moment. It's a massive moment, and she's used. It's not a great start to get all political or get even. I wouldn't even say political. The right word is maybe separatist. It's like to try to put people in boxes, and I don't think that's a smart move. You're working. You're in Marvel. You're the main character. You're the solo role. It's an origin film. It's you. You know what I mean? People could just react exactly like that. Go like, fuck off. You hate men or whatever else. It's not intelligent, is it? It's not smart. I don't think you should use your position for that sort of political thing. Anyway.
Well, yeah,
I don't like shooting to random for that reason.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, from me looking at the comments, it was just blown out of proportion. It was just what the media doing. It was all like fake news kind of thing. But anyway, I watched the film.
How was the film? And how was she? Because
I had a guest coming over, so collector Bart came to stay with his wife. They stayed for a couple of days, and we went to see Captain Marvel. I enjoyed it. I mean, I thought for what it was, it did the job. That was the thing. It was like a kind of introduction of the character, and it kind of like led into the the Infinity War end game. Sorry, so it leads into that. And there were complaints about little things about, oh my god, the way Nick Fury loses his eye and all this other stuff. But it's like it. You got.
Thanks for that. I didn't realise that happened.
Well, no, because goes back in time. It's been put up everywhere that it's in the film. But the thing is it's about like how it happens, because it's always about. Actually, I won't go into that part because that's a spoiler. But the thing about it is like, it just does what it needs to do. It's kind of like, it's not the best film, but it's not the worst film. It's like, it's somewhere in the
better than Black Panther.
For me, yes. I mean, for me, I just found Black Panther the most average movie ever made, and I just couldn't buy into the hero of it anyway. But as I say,
he's quite weak, unfortunately. I liked him in Civil War, though.
I liked loads of. I liked nearly every other character apart from him in Black Panther. I thought his sister was really good. The lady, the guard, was really good. Yeah, the guard who plays Marshall in Walking Dead, she's really good. Andy Serkis was really good. Killmonger was really good, and throughout the film, I'm like, yeah, he's right. He's actually right. And then also, what was the other one? The guy, the Hobbit guy, he was good as well. They were all really good in the film, apart from Black Panther. He was fucking dreadful. But anyway, yeah. So Captain Marvel, I do think was, he's done the job for what it was meant to do anyway.
I think, but I mean, how was she? Was she good?
Again, I mean, I'm not invested in the character like a lot of other people are. Like someone like Thor. I mean, he posted to say he fucking hated the movie and whatever else, which that gave me a great sense of I'm going to enjoy it, because everything Thor hates, not Thor Gunderson. This is James Wallace. Everything James Wallace hates is actually good, and everything that he thinks is shit, everything he thinks good is shit. So, we've always got like totally different taste. And, I went in thinking, oh, that actually makes me feel a bit better about it. I sat there, I mean, it's like 2 hours of whatever it is. It does the job. It's better than.
Did you get the flaming head, like the,
that custom,
that
yeah. But I mean, again, it does what it needs to do. It's not going to win any Oscars. It's not that. I mean, maybe wait until it comes out on Blu-ray, but I definitely would watch it.
You know what? You may be wrong in that assumption because Black Panther was very average, and that one I think 3 Oscars.
Well, yeah, but it won Oscars for like the thing. I think it didn't win. It should have won. It should have won for costume. But I think it won for like costume, music, and something else.
Do you honestly think that Black Panther has the best costume?
Well, no, because they've got the whole Wakanda thing going on. It has got but again, it's about what is up against through the year.
The Oscar was for all of the costume.
Not for the Black Panther character, for the movie's costumes.
Yeah, okay, good. I was going to say that was because I preferred a lot more.
But the thing about Black Panther, which I absolutely fucking hated, was I loved it in Black Panther, but I hated the fact in Avengers Infinity War they didn't use it. Was the fucking rhinos. The fucking rhinos were badass in Black Panther.
The
big fucking rhinos, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could win. I mean, it's a big moment. It's a massive moment, that type of film. I mean, it's massive.
No, but I'm saying, but then they didn't use those in Infinity War. Anyway,
I've just never been convinced by her. Really, I think she's won an Oscar, hasn't she? She has got an Oscar at some point. I'm sure she has.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know enough about her.
I've seen her in a few things, and I've never been overly sold on her. I just think she just comes across. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, let's go down these comments quickly. So, Gooch 007, Dave Cassie. Basically make sure you hit the thumbs up in the comments if you're here. Punisher XS, can't wait to see the X-Men film. Gooch is saying, do you know how deep the transformation Hulk is? I think it's about 65 centimeters or so, but you need to look on there's a video in London Con where George measures it. So definitely look out. Archangel 0407, Ed Dude in the house, family coming over, and happy 30th, Ed Dude.
Happy birthday. It was Mike's birthday yesterday.
Oh, was it? Shit, missed that. I fucking sent him a happy birthday on his sister's birthday, but not on his birthday. Shit. Punisher XS, Collectible Kingdom, blah blah blah. Sorry, as I say, make sure you do the Paradox Nerd. Just finished his chat with PJ. Again, Martin Spice, Divine, and Hendershot. Just watched Jen Mint unboxing. Oh yeah, saw that. Jen Mint was smashing up his Stormhead. Really? Comic Lover Amiga. That's a new one. Comic Lover Amiga. I heard that one.
Nice.
Cameron Vasseron in the house as well. Cameron Leaz, Darth. That's another one as well. Darth Rav. Mark Randolph, Nicholas, Dave Cassie. Yep. I'm sorry if I'm going to go through these quickly because I'm just going to look for the. All right. No one's done the whole tagging thing. So if you've asked a question, do the @RaddTitan if you want to ask a question, so I can see it on the screen, because I know a lot of people are talking between them and whatever else. There's a lot of comments. Oh, Nicholas is saying it's 65 deep, 60 wide, and 60 high. So yeah, cheers, Nick. So sorry, I'm not going through all the comments.
That's not right.
No, there's loads. Oh no, sorry, you're talking about the measurements.
That's not right at all.
What are you talking about? No way Chris
transformation is 6.
Chris K, Toy Brothers.
No way. It's bigger than that.
65 deep.
Yes.
60 wide.
Yes.
And 60 high.
No, that's wrong.
You sure?
Yeah, there's no way it's 60. I think Thanos is taller than 60. It's taller than Thanos by a long way. There's no way.
Yeah.
It's got to be like around, I can't even remember now, but it's got to be somewhere close to 30 inches tall, 28 to 30 inches tall either.
Yeah, but Nicholas is going from my video, I think. So yeah, so you're arguing with your own measurements here.
Possibly, but I mean, I would be 60. What is 60 in inches? It's not very tall.
60 is about 23.
There's no way. It can't be 23 inches tall.
Batman statue collector in the house. Mark Whitehouse in the house. Dave Cassie, Nicholas, Christian Malloy. Excited for the Sideshow Juggernaut release on Thursday. I'm really interested to see it revealed. I just don't think I will be ordering it. It is going to be massive, like really, really big. It's meant to be, if Thanos on a throne was standing up, it'll be bigger. It'll be bigger than him. Apparently, that's what they said.
I mean, that's a 10-foot character. I'm not saying that's
accurate. 9. He's like 9 foot, isn't he? Yeah.
No, in the comics he's not. In the comics he's actually similar size to Thor. He's only 6 foot. He's only about 6'8", 7 feet. Thanos. But what I'm saying is the maquette, the Sideshow on Throne version is a 10-foot character at least. It's a 10-foot Thanos. That character who stands up is going to be anywhere from 28 to 30 plus inches. He's massive in the fucking piece. Massive. It's well overscaled. Hugely overscaled.
Well, that was something because someone asked me the other day. They asked me about the market pieces and whether they are in scale with the premium formats. And I said, personally, I think they're slightly bigger. Yeah.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Is Thor Breaker of Brimstone, is that a maquette?
It's premium format.
Oh, right, okay. Kind of say, because that looks a little small.
He looks quite lean. No,
just a little small. Like somebody posted on the group a picture of it with Better Ray Bill. Better Ray Bill fucking dwarfed it. Like dwarfed that. Really. Yeah,
I saw that. Yeah.
And I've had Better Ray Bill next to OG Thor, and they're about the same size. So
what do you think the price would be for Juggernaut? I'm going to go it's got to be there 12.99.
Yeah,
it's got to be. It's going to be. I mean, it's going to be big. It's going to be like minimum. I don't know. Yeah, 12. I'm going with you. I mean, it's going to be very similar to the price of Thanos.
Well, I also think that they would be smart to stay within those lines for a little while. I wouldn't go too beyond them too early.
Stoked to see the. Oh yeah, someone's saying they would like to have the exclusive as the gem, this Cytorok stone. He's got like a ruby, isn't he? That's his power.
Is that what it is?
Someone says it's CYTORRAK.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard of that. Dante,
is that what the X is meant to be, or is that what they're hoping?
Oh no, that's what they're hoping it is, like a light up stone. And then Nicholas has come back now, going 24 inches deep, 27 centimeters wide, and 28 high. 28 high is not 60 centimeters.
No.
So I don't know what Nick's doing.
Stroke. Nick, you're fired.
Nick, man, you didn't get sleep last night. You went and done all your presentations. You're clearly tired.
About being on stage. Do your fucking job, man.
Someone's asking about where was that question? So we got Cole's Toy Story. What was your favorite TV show as a kid, and your favorite toy line?
TV show, man. That's fucking hard. How far back are you going, man?
As a kid, I mean, obviously it's going to be like He-Man, Thundercats, Turtles, all those kind of ones. I mean, the favorite toy.
But I mean, there's loads of others, man. I mean, like.
Oh, of course, but I'm talking about the main ones, Transformers. Which I'll tell you something which I love, which they need to make statues of, and if they make statues of it, it would be fucking badass. Is Visionaries. If they did Visionaries with the clear resin totems, that would be fucking next level. Like Leonoric with his fucking lion as a clear resin blue lion, that would be fucking badass.
There's so many great. There's the cheetah. There's like loads of good monsters. That fucking massive thing with the brain. They got this massive thing like a brain dude. Like his skull was open. He's like a big
yeah.
He's massive.
I don't think it was. I don't know how.
I think he's like an archer. That thing. I think he fires arrows at things. It's fucking badass. Some of that shit.
The thing is, though, there's ones who have the thing on their chest, but then some have the thing on their chest and they have like a post. Yeah,
staff with a bit. It's like basically. It's like what do you call it? Where you wear a war, isn't it? Like a totem.
Like a banner, like a
banner with a monster on it. But I mean, if you're talking about cartoons, that's a hard one. I'd be with you probably. I'd probably say He-Man if I'm really little. But I like the A-Team. I like loads of cool shit when I was like young.
Yeah, I watched A-Team recently. I went to my parents and it was like my dad left like Quest on or something like that, or Spike. A-Team came on. It's well shit now. It's really bad. It's not good at all.
I just like the fact that they went into like this person who was like being accosted or whatever. They go into their garage, and then they've got basically what they've got is a couple of pancakes, a screwdriver, and some metal fucking racking, and they end up making a tank out of it. It's just like,
yeah.
they go in there, start welding and doing stuff, and they come out and they've got like a battle fucking tank.
All right. Grifter81's asking about the 110 Fine Studios X-Men line. We spoke about that last time, actually, but I think it looks really cool. I mean, we've always maintained that Iron Studios 1/10 line is probably their strongest point, other than their piece that just come out, which is the next question, which is the Hawkman, which someone's asking about. We got pictures of it anyway, but that Hawkman looks fucking insane.
Yeah,
that Hawkman looks like ridiculous. I mean, if that comes out the way that looks, that'll be like hard to beat. Really hard to beat as like a one third of the year.
Especially the wings down one. The wings down one looks just incredible. Really impressive.
The wings up is 122 centimeters wide or something. It's
that's crazy, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Come with me if you want to collect. I could get the open wing Hawkman if I build an extension to my house.
Welcome to our world.
Okay, so. Oh, I never really got into Bikermeister and Mars, Chris.
I remember them.
I remember it, but I never really got into it.
Do you remember Bucky, Alex?
Yeah.
Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare.
I never liked that either. Do you know Stefan loved both of those? I never really got into them.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man, that was a badass cartoon.
No, but we called it Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because we weren't allowed to call them Ninja Turtles. In the UK, we're not allowed to call it Ninja Turtles because it was too aggressive. Oh fuck! I hope you get well, F State. He's just had hip replacement surgery. Shit.
He's had two. This is his second. This is his second hip. This is his. He did it both sides like a fucking maniac. The doctors said to him, you know what I mean? They said, no one does that, and he's like, yeah, just fucking do it. And done both. He's done both of them. So, he's a warrior, man. Lovely guy as well. Really, he's good. I talked to him. He's a good friend of mine. Got a lot of time for him.
Is that the one? What one's Bucky? Is that like another dimension, another time and space?
Yeah.
I tell you the one I used to love as well, which weren't that popular, was I love the song and I can't sing. I can't sing good enough to sing it, but it was Will Warriors.
No, I don't know it. Jason,
it was like Will Warriors. Wheels keep on turning, girls keep on burning. Yeah. Real Warriors. In the 80s, the fucking tracks were so good. The fucking theme tunes were so badass.
Even if you go back, like all of them things that's the best part is the intro and the song, and then when the actual it starts, it's like this is not so good. It's like it's a bit of a fake promise, really.
Yeah, I read about that. I think it was on Toys That Make Us, or it was on. It was on Netflix. There was a thing about toys, and they had like He-Man, Star Wars, Barbie, G.I. Joe, Transformers, all these ones. But there was one of them on the He-Man one, and they basically said that. They said that they invested so much money in the intros that when the animation actually shows on the cartoons, it's no way as good as the intros. It's the same as if you look at the intro for Thundercats, really holds up. The intro for Thundercats is wicked.
I really like other things though. Like I liked Inspector Gadget and fucking Dogtanian and all that. I used to love.
I hate Dogtanian, but yeah,
fuck you, man. Dogtanian.
Apparently,
I'm still, I've got that tune in my car.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, when I hear that song, it's in my head for like a week.
Brilliant.
Apparently, the Guts Berserker Armor box. Guts Berserker Armor by Prime One is 40 inches high, 43.5 long. It doesn't say how deep it is though, but it's 40 high, 23.5 long, and it was $170 to ship from Sideshow.
Dude, that shit's obscene, man.
Yeah,
we're talking obscene now. We're getting obscene.
Well, that's one of the things. Is the the shipping is getting crazy on pieces, and it's kind of pretty inconsistent as well. You know, you get like one all of a sudden that's quite reasonable, and the next one is not, and the boxes aren't. You know, they're not that far out. You know, and it does seem quite. You know, it is changing the hobby, and I mean, companies like Sideshow who have the money and the kind of the backing, they need to start doing the European distribution centers like they used to.
They need to start subsidizing that shit, man. People can't be paying $400 for fucking shipping.
Well, they used to subsidize it, and then the thing is like companies, like smaller companies, like I think Figurama, First for Figures, Connecticut's, they all distribute within the UK, so within the EU, and if they can do it, why can't Sideshow? Because so that's something that they definitely need to look into, because these prices are getting out of hand, and it kind of like, if it's a factor where the prices of the statue are going up. I mean, every single Guyver statue, for example, has been an extra $100 just for the Guyver Prime 1. And then if you have to factor in, well, actually, I think the shipping for my Guyver 1 was $170. It was 2 boxes, and maybe that is relatively justified. But if you're then thinking about, well, I might need to consider if I'm going to pay $1,200 for the gigantic, because he could be $400 to ship, and I can't justify $1,600 on that piece. So you have to start now factoring in. It used to be
never.
It used to be.
If they gave me that shipping, I'd want a refund. If I had my piece and I got right to the end and they went, your shipping's $400, I'd say no, I want everything back. I'm not paying.
It used to be like a blanket $40 per piece. And basically, like, and it worked out. Sometimes it worked out good, sometimes it didn't, because with Sideshow, Lobo was $40 to ship. My Alien Predator bus comes in quite a big box, $40 to ship. Then Dog was $40 to ship. The fucking book, the Capturing Archetypes or whatever it's called, $40. So it was like, sometimes you win, sometimes you do. T-shirt $40, fucking pin badge $40. So it was called Toys That Made Us. No, I haven't got them yet. Toys That Made Us. It was called Johnny Quest had the best intro. I don't remember Johnny Quest. I know it, but I don't remember it.
I remember fucking Johnny Bravo, man. Johnny Bravo used to fucking crack me. I used to watch that as well. But I think I watched that older. I can't remember.
Griff 381. We were actually, George and I were talking about this the other day. I can't remember what video it was on. I can't remember we posted the video yet, but we were talking about Captain Planet the other week, and we were talking about how really like ahead of its time it was. It was really like, it was very all about recycling, which at that point weren't really that big, but it was also like real diversity. Like diversity, it was like massive on, and at that time it weren't really around, was it?
Any of that shit, to be honest, at the time. But I mean, if you were watching it now, you'd be like, "Fuck me, this is like really diverse." This.
I do remember that.
Poor bastard that has heart.
Yeah, poor cunt, man. It's like earth, fire, wind, water, heart. By all powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
It's like, you know what? You like. It's like when you say to like a kid that you've got nothing for. You're like, yeah, you can be Earth, you can be this, and then you say, yeah, you know what? You can be Heart. Yes. No one could do it without you.
I don't remember the Soldiers of Fortune. What's that?
Mask.
Yeah, I don't know. Edwin Diaz is in the house, still using block capitals. Nice. X-Men, I mean, that's the other thing as well. Is, I mean, we were a bit older then, so we're talking about like when we were kids. But I think X-Men come out when we were about, like, in the UK, probably when we were about 15. It came out in like 93, 94, but we get delayed all the time, and I don't think either of us had Sky at that point. So it would have been that probably came out like 95. So it would have been like 14, 15. Yeah. But the thing about that was like when that came out, X-Men, and I always preferred the Spider-Man series though. I always preferred the Spider-Man series, and I watched them both back recently, and I still think it holds up better.
What about Dungeons and Dragons, man?
Yeah, with a little unicorn that's like your dog. Jesus, man, it's well special. Uni. It's like, yeah. Look, a Dungeons and Dragons ride. God, making me feel old with some of these cartoons.
Yeah. I like gummy bears. Man. I love gummy bears.
Who remembers? What's that one? Dino Saucers. What the fuck is that? Jesus.
Don't know who.
Is it Dino Saucers? Johnny Bravo. Hello, please. Hello. Oh yeah, Johnny Bravo. Yeah, Johnny Bravo was good. But Johnny Bravo again was a bit older when Johnny Bravo came out. I still watched it. Yeah.
Didi.
How many are there on the RaddTitan Facebook? Not 10,000 yet. It seems to be stuck around 9,600.
We keep throwing people out and then not letting people in at the minute.
People keep upsetting Vass, and Vass like removes people quicker than we fucking had them. Jesus. Fox the Master Barber, Captain Planet was weak. He was weak, but about the kind of message at the time,
Oh yeah, the message was about environment, and the message was about equality and about working together. You can fucking achieve anything. I think that was well ahead of its time, man. Because after that, fucking gummy bears was on. Now they're about fucking, do you know what I mean? Like little bouncing fucking belly bears that drank juice.
I remember that as always like dashing and daring, courageous and caring.
Holding the secrets of gummy berry juice.
All right, so yeah, trying to keep up Jetsons. Oh god, they keep coming. Inspector Gadget.
Gadget was good. It's a funny thing, but even with my boy at the minute, like I take him occasionally, like, and I just put something like really old on. So I'm going through the Warner Brothers stuff, like Foghorn and Daffy Duck and all of that sort of stuff, and Bugs Bunny. I mean, some of that shit's still funny, man. I was well cracking up. He was falling asleep on my lap, and I was pissing myself, waking him up. Jenny took him off me. She was like,
but the problem with that is, I mean, like you always were like mad about like Tom and Jerry. You used to watch that like fucking non-stop.
I love Tom and Jerry.
And I mean, I love Tom and Jerry, but you were like fucking well over the top.
I've got every single one. It's some like DVD Japanese import my mum got me like about 10 years ago on DVD. You can see like, look, all the instructions are in like Mandarin and shit, but it has every single episode of Tom and Jerry on it. That like all of the Fred Quimby stuff, all of the proper stuff. Good shit.
Captain Caveman, James Bond Jr. I do remember it, but no, James Bond Jr. Who's Tom and who's Jerry? Well, my name's Alex Thomas, so I got to be Tom, and George has got to be the little ginger rat.
I take it because you make that cat a bitch for fucking all of it. I mean, half of watching that was just to see the cat win. Yeah, well, God, that's the same as like the coyote and Woody Woodpecker. Like the thing, no, not Woody. What's this fucking called? Roadrunner. It's like you absolutely hate Roadrunner, and you just think, I want that fucking thing to die. It's just like it's horrible little fucking annoying little cunt, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, man, that thing needs to die. I like Tom and Jerry. That's up there for me. I could watch that all day long. Crazy Calamity Coyote.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, he was always quite good. I always like the other one as well. Like Marvin the Martian.
Oh yeah. That's with Bugs Bunny. I have to try and put that on for Georgie Boy.
And what was that? That was that weird, like, big hairy fucker as well in Bugs Bunny. That big, like, weird. It's just like a centre parting of hair. Do you remember that? It's like a weird thing.
No.
DuckTales. God, they keep coming through.
Everybody, you can sell it.
Speedy Gonzales. I never liked Speedy Gonzales either. All those characters were like really annoying. Like Woody Woodpecker was annoying. There's just so many of them. You're just like, I don't care. The other one we haven't mentioned is Brave Star as well.
Oh, Brave Star. I remember my auntie, right? My auntie used to take us, right, every Christmas, me and my two cousins, because we're all boys, like within like a year of each other. And she used to take us and say we had 50 quid to fill the trolley, right? And I distinctly remember my cousins being much more shrewd about their fucking investments than me. I remember that I bought the entire fucking set of Brave Star one year, and I'd never even seen the Corona. I just thought they looked fucking cool. So I got the mechanical horse, and the horse that changes with the shotgun.
Yeah.
And I got him, and I got the fucking got Brave Star.
Yeah,
And
but
the other
he
skeleton got like
he didn't change though the actual horse. He was like a fucking solid horse, wasn't he?
no, he changed.
No, he
changed.
didn't. I had it. He was like solid.
No, he changed. He changed over.
I don't think it did. I know in the cartoon he does. He gets up and he's got the fucking shotgun and he's like, but I don't think.
No, there is a vehicle, like a vehicle horse you can buy.
I think I did. Well,
because they used to drive, but they used to fly around on like mechanical horses, if you remember correctly.
Yeah. I mean,
he was the only one who had a proper horse. They used to change into like the dude with a shotgun. I bought some other guy with like a fucking, can't remember what his name. Like he looked like a fish or something, and he was like orange. And he had like the pipe. He used to like blow dart people or whatever the fuck. I got loads of them, and I remember. I distinctly remember when I got home, and Mum was like, "What did you buy?" And I showed her. She was fucking well disappointed. James come home with a fucking bike, and I think Ben had like fucking 3 games or some shit. And a fucking
that was like my nephews. My nephews, right? They went to their grandma, and she basically gave him money. The dad gave him money, and then they came back at Christmas, and they had like all these bags of stuff. And my sister's like, "What's all that?" And they're like, "Yeah, we spent our Christmas money." It's like, "What did you buy?" And they basically bought like 3 fucking Nerf guns and about 50 fucking like sponge things for the Nerfs. And my sister went fucking mad. They literally spent like £100 on Nerf. She went fucking mental. Yeah. They're talking about Battle of the Planets again. Battle of the Planets, gotcha, man. We had it in the UK apparently because I made a comment on the Prime One booth tour that I don't remember it being in the UK, and there's been about 50 comments to say that I'm wrong. I just don't remember it. I really don't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Battle of the Planets. I think it came out in the 70s. So that's probably why we missed that one.
It's like talking to Gary about fucking the 70s. He brings up 70s stuff with us, and we're just like, yeah, we don't know it.
Well, he brought over all that shit, and we're like, he keeps bringing over like Doctor Who, and he keeps bringing over those that spaceship from
Battlestar 999.
No, it was like no, it was like 1999 or so when it's based on. It was something like that. We were just like, guys, man, Gary, we don't know anything about this. We don't know anything about this, like Lord of the fucking Daleks, and we don't know anything about, It's like, yeah, but it's a really good piece. It's like, yeah, but can't get excited about it, guys. Count Duckula, Jesus Christ,
that was wicked.
Count Duckula. Do you know the nanny in Count Duckula?
Yeah,
it reminded me of. Do you remember Emily in my class?
Yeah,
it reminded me of Emily. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'll get it.
We need blood.
Yeah, it was good. That was. I think that was voiced by David Jason, actually.
Yeah. So was Danger Mouse.
Yeah, Danger Mouse was good as well.
We didn't. That's the thing as well. As I never saw Dragon Ball till literally last year.
I've still the first time I've ever seen Dragon Ball was the movie. It was on Sky, and I put it on for like 10, 15 minutes.
Mike, Mike. Sadly enough, that fucking Nerf thing actually made me laugh. So yeah, it was cheesy. And also, Mike, I'm actually wearing this T-shirt, and I've almost forgot this T-shirt's a dedication for Mike Wells because he picked up his Mythos. And he picked up from Lockie. So, yeah, big shout out to both of those. So that's why I'm wearing this T-shirt. I almost forgot until he commented.
I'll tell you, I saw a piece. I sent a piece to Mike earlier. Like I said, you need to get the Vader and the Maul because they're still reasonable money you can pick them up for.
Yeah.
And I still maintain that as 1/5 pieces go, I think that's the best 1/5 line I've ever seen. They're really exceptional pieces. Then Mythos, I've been impressed with every single one of them. Every single one.
I don't think I've seen the Guard.
We have seen the Guard.
I don't know.
We have seen it because Tom had it.
Maybe, yeah.
He had it. You just didn't get excited about it because you're a fucking idiot. I was excited about it. Tom had it. I was looking at it.
Well, the one that people say is the worst is Darth Maul, and he's still pretty good.
Darth Maul's brilliant. that Darth Maul's a wicked piece. For me, it's one of my favourite Darth Mauls. If I was going to buy one, that would be the piece I'd buy.
Hmm.
It's like the training one. He's all bare chested, all these like the markings all over him. It's wicked, that piece.
They're all talking about Chip and Dale, Blake 7. Don't know Blake 7. Gargoyles. I remember Gargoyles.
Gargoyles was good. I mean, Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, isn't it?
Yeah, they call it in Sweden. They call it Piff and Poof. I think it was from QWERTY, QWERTEE. I think that's where this came up, and I just bought it. And I like the. I don't know what the hell that says. It probably says wanker or something, but I just like the style. All right, so should we get on to the? Oh no, one thing before. Oh yeah, F State. Sorry, I did mention your hip, and George interrupted me, and then I forgot about the other stuff. So F State is the guy basically who got the Doom on the charity auction for nearly $6,000. So he's just got it in, and apparently his wife saw the $6,000 bill for Doom. I told her it was for a surprise vacation. Now I have to spend more money. We should take her to the Bronx and call it a day. God. Oh, someone says Piff and Poof was my nickname at school. That's not a good thing. That's not saying much.
I think it was probably our nickname at school as well. The two of us, just not to our face.
Well, I don't know. Was it Bart was saying we were these two fucking puppets from Belgium? I can't remember their names now.
Yeah, they're like a Pingu, in it, like two of them.
Well,
apparently, I'm the fat one with the hat, the top hat, and you're the one who wears the dress.
I'm the one with the dress. Yeah.
I think it says a lot.
Yeah. What we sorry, we're all over the place at the moment because we got fucking someone asked about 80s cartoons. I told you it takes one comment to fucking sidetrack us, and we're off.
Don't mind.
So we're going to actually try and be a bit more organized. You heard me. We're going to try and be a bit more organized. But basically, we've been doing this for like nearly 6 years. I think we've been doing it now, and we haven't really been very organized. It's just literally been all right. This one's slowed down. We'll put another video up, or this one's got to 2,000. We'll put up a video, or whatever it's been. There's just been no real kind of rhyme or reason to why we're putting up a video. And when I think we had a moment where we did like the 25 days of December or something, and we've done times where it was for a short amount of time. It was every Thursday it was a review, or every Thursday was the
yeah. We did have it for a while, but then
we tried, but it always fucking goes tits up. And doesn't really work. But what we're going to try and do is in the next few weeks, we're going to start to try and do a schedule where it's going to be the Monday will be probably what we're going to try and do as well is, we built up the big community with the group. We put up, it was actually George's idea. We put up the Meet the Members, which was received very, very well. So we've been doing that for 2 weeks, where we have a member answer a series of questions, and then people can kind of read about that member. And we're going to try and do that every Friday. And so that kind of made us think that, the way that was received, we want to try and take advantage of the kind of community that we built on all kind of social media platforms. So what we are going to try and do is we're going to try and use the Monday as a way of posting kind of like another channel's review. So what we'll do is, if somebody, or even if they haven't got a channel, if someone wants to review a piece and they want to send us across the video, then we can post that. If you have a channel and you want to send us across the video for us to post, we can post it, and then we can send the traffic your way for for people to go onto your channel.
Yeah, just make sure that when you do said video, whatever you're doing, like how we do the videos, when we end them, we say, just basically say, this is who you are. So like, this is, I don't know, like, this is Dave Cassie, Legion Studios, blah 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 blah. whatever you're going to do, just make sure that it's known what you're doing, what your channel is, and then obviously, say, please come onto my channel and sub if you like this type of content.
Yeah,
because we're happy to share. We're happy to share our subs and people, with everybody. We've always maintained it. Information is the key, and we don't need less sort of stuff. We need more. So that's what's important.
Yeah. So basically, the Monday will then be for a guest guest review. The Tuesday would then be for the CGC whole videos, because obviously we've been going pretty damn crazy with the kind of CGC stuff and picking quite a lot of them up.
Broke last bitch.
Yeah. So that will be something where I've got probably about 8 videos that I've just filmed. So that's going to be for the next 8 weeks, and then I think in 6 weeks. We have a load more videos coming in. Also, we've been both picking them up on eBay, on the Facebook groups and everything. So we've got a constant flow of CGCs coming in. So we're going to try and do like a CGC haul video every Tuesday.
Yeah,
that will be either myself. It's mostly going to be me because I went a lot more crazy than George, but George is going to do some soon. Then on the Wednesday, it will be Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, the Wednesday will be one of our reviews. So so these are all on YouTube. So the Wednesday will be our review. Will be posted on the Wednesday, and then the Thursday what that will be is some kind of tour. So it could be a tour of a local comic shop. It could be a tour of somebody's collection. It could be any kind of tour like that. So we're going to try and do where you can see other places. The tour videos always do quite well, and it's always nice to see other people's collections. And basically, I did one. I got a little impatient. I posted on Saturday when I should have waited until the Wednesday if I knew. But yeah, I posted it yesterday. So we got Vince's video, which is the Hulk collection, and it was very very well received. So there is that. Then
obviously you don't with these videos, if you're not the type of person that wants to be in front of the camera. The great thing about the room tours is you don't need to be on camera if you don't want to, and B, if you don't want to talk, you don't even have to. If you're happy if you just want to share it, but you're not really comfortable like doing talking and speaking, all that sort of thing, if you are, great, do it. Say who you are, say your channel, run through the pieces you've got. But then obviously, if you're not comfortable, then we'll just put music over the top of it. Just basically go through your setup, do close-ups on everything, do us a little pan around, and the same with comic book shop and all of that. All of them things you can do. It's not a problem. You don't need to be chatting away. If you
I'll cover all that at the end. But yeah, then the Friday, as we said, is going to be the meet the members, which will be on the Facebook. As a way to get to know everybody in the group. Again, we've had a good response from the ones that have been posted, and we've had a good response from people wanting to have their questions answered on there. So that'll be great. Then on the Saturday, these two are going to be kind of switched around, either on the Saturday or the Sunday, or maybe the Friday, depending on what we can do. We'll be doing the chat at the weekend time.
Yeah.
And then we also got a new idea which George was thinking about today. What we'll do in future is we'll do it maybe slightly different, and George and I will discuss this. But what we're going to do is basically, because of the way that we collect the CGC comics, we collect them to go with statues. They're not necessarily high value comics. They are normally comics which they look good for statues, so they pair off well. So it's going to be slabs for statues. And it's going to be, what we're going to try and do is George will do a post on Facebook. So it'll be a comic and a statue, and or it'll be myself, depending on who gets the comic in. But what I'm thinking of doing is actually doing that as a actual short video, because I mean it'll be quite easy for us to do that even if we're not together. Where I can do, for example, we'll talk about camera anyway, but we could do that quite easily. I did work it out. There's quite a good way of doing it. The only thing is if you do want to send us any videos, if you want to do that, we've had a few people on the comments saying some stuff, and Dante, yeah, of course. If you want to do something with your art prints, we can put that in there as well.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, it's all about sharing, and we got to a stage where obviously, Gio and I have started to buy the CGCs. We've been posting them, and we've been getting a lot of very sort of positive comments about posting them. So we're thinking about kind of expanding into these other areas. So basically, if you do want to send us across any videos, all you need to do is try and make sure it's in 1080 or above.
Landscape.
Even 4K would be good, but you got to get that across to us. Then you would need to have it in landscape. So you need to have if you're filming it, hold the phone this way. Do not do that. Have your phone that way and try and do that. But there was the other one. So 1080 landscape. If you are talking and you're holding the phone, just try and make sure you're not blocking the microphone or doing this to rustle the microphone. A good tip if you are doing it is just to plug in your hands-free and use your hands-free as the microphone, because cell phone companies spend hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds of making the hands-free work properly. So, if you haven't got a level of mic, just use a hands-free. And that's it, really. And then you can either upload it to YouTube as unlisted, send me the link, or send it to me on Dropbox. And what we can do as well is, if you don't, if you just want to put the video across, I can edit it. I can put music on. I mean, if you want to edit it, that's perfect. It depends if you're talking or whatever. But we can work it out. I mean, just send me a PM, or if you're not on Facebook, just send me a message on alex@RaddTitan.com, and we can discuss it.
And remember that you as well, like if you want your details on there shared,
If you want,
put your details on there. Like if you want people to run by your channel, and you want people to hit you up on Messenger or add you to groups or whatever. Obviously, once we share these videos on YouTube, we will of course post them on the group too, linking them to YouTube. So it will be like across all social media platforms, and we're going to really step up Instagram as well. Just really try and organize it and get it sort of a little bit more functional, really. I mean, me and Alex have been doing this as two mates, and really we've never even thought about it. I mean, in fairness, what happened was the fact that Statue Forum just started basically telling everybody to not share their stuff and go through them only. And me and Alex were just like, well, if they're going to go that way, I think that we should go the other way, which is basically like, if you want us to share our traffic and send our traffic your way, we're happy to do that. We're happy to, we're not holding subs like fucking ransom, like jelly babies, man. We're happy to share. You want people coming running by your channel. We're happy to do that. I mean, we've been telling, for a lot of channels we've been talking about for a long time on here. But if you're sending shit, you want to share shit, do it, man. We'll happily share it. We'll happily send people, your direction. If they like what they see and you gain a sub, there's no where is the risk? Where's the loss?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I mean, Divine is saying his girlfriend does joke unboxings of me while I'm at work, when she's pissed off I got another statue coming in. She doesn't know that she doesn't know about, and to kill my joy. Do you want any of those? Well, any video. There's another comment on here going, are they going to be reviewed before they're posted? Yeah, of course. I'm going to be. I'll be the one to kind of edit them and look through them and work out if something's suitable. There may be unfortunate times where maybe they're just not, or someone decides to send it in portrait, and I've posted things in portrait before, they just don't work.
If you have any pieces in your collection that happen to belong or involved with Danny Hines, don't fucking say anything about them, because we will literally just mute the fuck out of it. So, you can say that what the statue is in terms of rogue and from whatever, but don't even bring up that work on our platform, because we will just mute it. So, or we'll put music over you all of a sudden. I'll beep you.
But yeah, as I say, Dante, I mean, art prints cool. I mean, if we can stick to the schedule, it'd be great. And also, I mean, it's also because of George and I. We spend lots and lots and lots of time on this hobby. We spend a lot of time on this hobby, but we never really sat down and kind of like had a plan of how we do it. And I think it's quite good to actually have that structure, so we know that okay, this day we'll spend this time doing this day this day that. Because sometimes there'll be days where I'm just like, shit, man, I've got so much to edit, and I don't get anything edited because I don't know where to start. And it's like, you know, so if I'm like, okay, I need a review, I need a tour, then it helps me as well, and it helps us to.
I mean, we're sitting on like a lot of reviews of our own, and we've got loads.
Not as many. I've actually gone through a lot of them now, so there's not as many.
20?
I don't know, because there was a lot of them we decided we didn't want to post. So yeah, see above, see the last comments made. But you know, but there was also someone today contacted me, and he bought a like a motorized Lazy Susan.
Cool.
So basically, he sent me a few videos of just like basically just 360s of a couple of statues, and they're literally
we had that idea about 3 years ago to do that.
Yeah, but we never bought one.
We never bought one, no.
No, but so he's done a couple of those. I've also contacted someone who I know is a big fan of a character. He's got quite a big following, so he's going to be doing a review of a character for us. So yeah, there's a few things out there. I just think that, you know, with there's several reasons. You know, there's you know, the fact that it's a bit of a wasted resource in a way that, you know, we have all these followers, and we need to you know, share it and to basically get other people on here and send the traffic their way. There's hundreds of channels out there. I come across some videos. I mean, I came across a video the other day, and the person had like 29 subscribers, and I was like, wow, this video is like edited like really well. And it's like really, I mean, this guy spent like a lot of time making this video, and it's literally got like 20 views and fucking 29 subs or whatever it was. And I was just like, damn, man, this guy deserves much more. And you know, we were in a position where, you know, where we can help that. So, you know, there's that. But then, you know, it's just trying to mix it up a bit anyway. I have too many statues to pair with graded comics. I bet. So I'm just going down these comments. So wow, they picked up a little bit. Remember though, if you want to actually comment to us for something, make sure you do @RaddTitan so I can see the comment popping up. And we'll go. Do you want to go on to the actual thing again?
I'm the Huckleberry. Let's go.
All right. So yeah. So we've done that now.
Yeah, it took an hour again.
Oh, fuck off.
It took an hour again.
Yeah, but you know, it was needed. Apart from the fucking 45 minutes of 80s cartoons.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
What am I doing? Entire screen.
Oh.
Cancel, share, and me, and yes.
Need a trim, man.
You?
Yeah, need a trim, bro. Need get a little haircut. Oh, there's our boys, Alex and Chocks are there.
Actually, I can take this over here, can't I? Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's perfect.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking fucking. Just to see how many people are actually on. 77 people watching. Nice.
Ooh.
All right, so there you go. Yeah, so the motorized Susan thing. I mean, yeah, the guy actually looked really good. I mean, his stuff was clean. I think over. Yeah, so I'm just. All right. Yeah, there's worse things to talk about for 45 minutes and 80s cartoons. You don't even want to know some of the conversations we have. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, you don't ever want to come. Don't ever.
George and
I remember one time me and Alex were fucking. I can't remember how old we were, but we were laying in bed and I was staying at his house, so we were teenagers. And I remember us trying to think for maybe 2.5 hours what the fucking name was of the dragon in Dungeons and Dragons that Benja was afraid of. It took us 2.5 hours of talking.
That was before Google.
Yeah, for Google, yeah. I remember Alex's mum saying, "You two up all fucking night talking about this fucking guy's name or some shit for hours." Yeah, man, that shit just still goes on today.
What is it called?
Mama?
No.
Mama?
No.
It is, man.
No, it's like Tia or Tila. No.
Oh, don't start this, man.
No.
This should be a 4-hour fucking chat for us trying to remember it.
I'm going to write it out. Dungeons and Dragons.
And there we are. We're back in the room. Start again.
All right, Dungeons and Dragons. Oh fuck, Dragoon. Oh no, it's come up with the fucking game. God damn it.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
Mama.
No. Do you know what Bart said to me the other day? Right? Yeah, Tiamat.
Tiamat. So it was. Yeah. I had Merman, and you had Tia something. So we were there somewhere.
Do you know what Bart said to me? Do you know She-Ra?
Yes.
What's her relation to He-Man?
She's cousin.
Yeah, it's not.
Yes, she is. She's his cousin.
No, I said that, and he goes, "No, it's a twin sister." And I was like, "No, it's his cousin." And he goes, "No, twin sister." And fucking Googled it and looked everywhere. It's twin sister. I remember that.
She's stolen it by Hordak. She's stolen by Hordak in the there was a cartoon where He-Man and She-Ra are finally together, like a feature film cartoon.
Yeah.
And they think they say that, yeah, she's stolen. They don't try hard to get her back because they've got fucking Adam, so they're not bothered. She's gone.
No, but I'm saying, but is she like originally like said to be his cousin or something? Because
I always had cousin, but I mean, I now that you say, I do remember something about She-Ra being stolen as a baby from Eternia and taken there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Anyway, I don't think Alex and Chocs wants to hear this shit. Let's get on with it. I mean, look at their faces. Chocs looks really unimpressed with this shit we're talking about.
Chocs is bored, man. Chocs is bored as fuck. All right. Let me, I got to close it and open it because I just done another picture.
Of course you have.
All right. So basically this is the first for figures, Mario.
Too small.
All right. Got to get smaller.
Yeah, that's actually smaller again now.
What's that? Like when you make it bigger, the thing gets. Jesus Christ.
Oh, just fuck it, forget it. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, you're going to organise a whole week. I don't think so.
Yes. All right. So this is basically the first for figures Mario has been shown, and on Yoshi, and comes with an egg, comes with a flag, comes with a fucking flower, comes with a bit of everything. I think I think it looks pretty cool. But I've seen the Bowser. That's the regular Bowser there. I've seen the one with the flame. And it is impressive, but I don't know. Is it a bit too much real estate, do you think?
Right, if you love Mario, then no. It's not too much. Nothing's too much real estate if you love the genre. The one thing I will say is what I like about this idea is the fact that you can do some variants of this because there's so many great Yoshi. I remember the game where there's like yellow and blue ones and all different colored red ones. I mean, for me, I would definitely like to see that because the green sort of floor and the egg and the Yoshi is all sort of the same sort of greens, so it sort of all looks like it sort of molds into one a little bit. It's like a camouflage slightly, so I would like to, I mean, if you put like a yellow Yoshi there, yellow and blue spotted Yoshi there, you're fucking laughing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do really like it. I don't think the price point is actually not too bad as well. I think it's $600. It's big for the they should announce variants first, right? No, I totally agree. If they're going to do the variants, they do need to kind of announce them. And this is actually at a convention, so this actually looks better.
It does actually. It does.
This is like this is the pro.
I think there's bleach. The lights are too much on that piece now. Now the
Well,
reds look.
This is a screenshot from a live chat. So this is actually the piece that
Yeah, that's a lot more contrast. And that Yoshi looks a different color to the base now. That's much better.
Yeah,
That's nice. It looks really nice. That. Yeah, that's really nice.
Oh, apparently he's got really big seams on his neck and arms.
I can't see anything from here. Though.
Oh, I guess but he does have that kind of, like here. Apparently, no, it's not that. Don't look that bad, does it?
Nah. Do you want fucking Jesus Christ? Fucking hell. I mean, people now they're fucking well fuzzy as shit, isn't they?
I mean, this thing. I mean, like you get the choice to have it with the Mario and Yoshi is one piece, the flag is another piece, and then this part here is one piece as well. So there's 3 options.
Yeah.
So I think, apparently they have announced the variants already. There's a regular exclusive. Oh, you would know that, Joel. There's the different versions of, you get them all together, you get this, you get the Mario, you get that. We know that already, Joel. But we mean the different coloured Yoshis.
I mean, if you're going to make this, I'm hopeful that what I would like to see, if it was me personally, I would like to see Mario in maybe the fight that, like, instead you see the flower down there.
Yeah.
I would like to see him in the flower colours, and I would like to see like Mario in the flower colours when he can fire the balls, and then I would like to see a different coloured Yoshi, like it's just as a variant with a different egg.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
Just like I'm talking about variants, like do 3 different types. Do one with like a yellow. I swear there's a yellow and blue Yoshi, and then
I don't know if that was in Mario World. I know in Yoshi's Island.
Oh, Yoshi's Island! It might.
In Yoshi's Island, there's like a black one, a red one, a blue one.
Dude, is it not in Mario World? There's a few different Yoshis. I swear to fuck it is. Or
maybe I don't know. I know it's Yoshi's Island and Mario.
That'd be gutted, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? That's the fucking license they've got, and it's one coloured Yoshi.
Don't need this. I see your link for the turntable. We've been looking at them before, but some of them make so much fucking noise.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't need any. We can like put music over the top and just spin a statue and have it in 4K and have good lighting, and that would just do it. Yeah. You'd need to spin it for about 2-3 minutes. I mean, Jesus Christ, we could come over and do a day and do fucking 50 statues. It wouldn't be hard. Yeah,
so that's basically how it is. So you get the Mario in the egg, the Mario, and you get the whole set.
Yeah, it's cool. What's the difference in price points between those 3?
I can't remember, but I think it was something like 650, 600, 550. I think.
Okay, cool.
Something like that, like 569. Something along those kind of lines.
You have a ridiculous price point. It's well low.
Because I've seen the Bowser. That Bowser is really big.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's like massive. I mean, they're both quite small guys, but the Bowser's massive. Then you got the Pennywise busts.
Got a bit of a problem coming on this. I was reading some people kicking off, man.
Why?
I think because the busts are like separately priced or some shit.
They are, but the point as well is the point about that as well is they're big.
So
they're half scale busts.
Oh really? So it's like massive then.
They're big. I saw them.
Can you take the busts off and put on the body?
Yeah. But you can also display them separately because there's people talking about just getting the busts.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Yoshi ones are $675, $525, and $499.
Wow, great prices.
Yeah. So basically, these busts, I mean, honestly, you could display them easily, and I can see why they've done it separately because the price would be really high. If they included all 3 busts with the piece, it would be really, really high. So I can see why they've done that. Sorry, that should actually. There's more coming up. I'll come back to that because they are coming up. I've not labeled this one properly. Then you've got the Iron Studios Hawkman. So this is the open wing version, which is like 122 centimeters wide, which is fucking obscene.
It looks great though. The only thing is, I always find with these things is there's a little bit of. I know it sounds stupid when it's like you're talking about a character that has wings, but there's just something. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. That is.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
So what are you saying about wings?
I keep going. You don't need to like. This is
Oh,
your
this
problem.
is-
Stay on pictures. I can still talk for other photos, but it's just it's something unnatural about standing and your wings being open. It's like that doesn't happen. It's not really.
Not like that. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, they need to be like tilted and then folded, not open like that. Like I mean, that looks like he's fucking gliding in the sky. It's just something that's off with it. That's why I really like the folded wing version because it just has so much. It just has so much of a natural feel to it, to a pose. I really love that version much more.
Yeah, I mean someone was saying about
one of the most impressive pieces I've seen from Mine Studios easily.
Someone's talking about the price of Toothless has gone crazy. Yeah, the Toothless, no one wanted it when it came out. No one wanted it.
Yeah, they didn't.
No one wanted it, and then it came out, and then the film was quite popular, and then all of a sudden it was like a fucking piece people wanted. Nicholas, I think you get 3 of them, not the 4 of them. The 3 of them for 1,400. They're busts, but we're coming on to that in a minute. So here's the base here. You know, there you go. Look at that. Wow.
Mental.
That sculpt is another level. That is, I mean, I don't even know when that's going to come out. I mean, that's probably going to come out 2020, so that won't be the piece of 2019, but that's going to be the piece of the year when that comes out in 3rd scale. It's going to be so hard to beat. Yeah, if it comes out like that.
Really unbelievable. Like, really just makes I really like this look. This is the one for me.
That looks fucking wicked. Yeah.
Just really great, that does.
Someone actually...
It just looks like he's about to like flip him and like fly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone said about the character who said that someone's girlfriend came in and goes, "Yeah, nice Birdman statue," which is from Rick and Morty. So
it's better than being bird shit, man, which is what I get.
Well, that's Mike's fault. Mike's girlfriend's fault.
Mike's yeah. Okay. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it just looks so much better for me.
The wings don't look like an actual statue. The wings look like a render, don't they? Or is that me?
Maybe from that photo, I'm not sure. Definitely look more like a statue there.
That looks like a statue. That looks like a
thicker and I mean, they look a little too dainty and delicate for it to be like a real sculpt there.
Man. No, 104 high. So 40 nearly 41 inches high.
Yeah, but that's not terrible considering that if you look at that spear, he's holding that his hand almost to his head level. And that spear is easy, like 3-4 inches above it. That's not bad. That's not considering he's got like a big spear in his hand. That ain't a bad fucking size.
And then that.
That's just like.
I actually agree. I think
I want to see somebody get that and try and like turn it. Like I could just angle it. Give him shit,
They want to make sure that if they make that, they need to make sure those wings are secured and they need to be
keyed very well.
There's no like, there's no comparison. That looks much better.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, with the good thing about having it like this is if you do have other characters, you could kind of have the wings behind them.
Yeah, you could, but then think about it in a different way, which is
or raise him up and
you have all that sculpt and it's hidden. You have all that work and it's hidden. I mean, why would you want that? You wouldn't. You get the wings down, and then at least you can see the fucking wings.
Yeah. Oh, was it your girlfriend, Nick? I think it was Nick's girlfriend who said bird person. Like a Doll's Eyes is in the house.
Oh, I love his stuff. Yes, he's another one. He's another one with his videos and stuff that we were talking about.
Yeah. Then you got the smaller scale stuff from Iron Studios. So this is the Batman and Robin from the Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller. Again, they're 1/10 pieces. It's fucking awesome.
There they are.
That piece is cool. Look at the base on that with like the city underneath. That's really cool.
Yeah, good concept, isn't it?
Then you got the Falcon. I just hate Falcon as a character.
Yeah,
When he
do as well.
when he fucking disappeared, that like I think me and you fucking cheered.
We did cheer. The best part of Infinity War moment was him fucking disappearing, fucking idiot.
And then you got the Hulkbuster as well. I think that's just gone off. And then Vulture. Here we go. In the house. So these are exclusive teasers. This is why Dave Cassie's watching us. He's not watching us for any other reason other than the fact he wants to know what we're going to say about this. So this is Dave Cassie, Legion Studios, Dracula. First look. This is only 50% done. I'll go get my little thing up that you just sent me to say what it is. Early Dracula tease from Legion Studios is only about 50% done. There will be a lot more details. 1/4 scale, fully sculpted. We'll have a modern and a classic switch out option, the dynamic pose and base. And this is Franco, isn't it, Dave? It looks like Franco Carlissimo's work.
Do you know what I like? Do you know what I like about this? I'm going to tell you what it is. I like the fact that it's not overly exaggerated in terms of like the grimace and the snaring of the teeth. You know, like when people like overdo that.
Yeah.
Make his nose like really crunched and the eyes almost
like a wolf.
It's like, yeah, it just looks like, you know what I mean? All the details are sort of all crunched in. I kind of like the fact that there's a different expression. It's not really anger that I'm seeing here, which I kind of like. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm actually a really big Dracula fan. You know, when I was a kid, I used to like read all the books and shit. You know, Bram Stoker stuff especially. And you know, I like this because there's this element of control in it. There's like, you know, and that's the one thing I remember is just he was never really out of control in the books and things. He was always one step ahead of everybody else. And I kind of like that. The expression's really good there.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this one done. I mean, I've been teasing teasing him and trying to push him and say, look, come on, you need to get us something. We need to show something. And it's just yeah. It's just been taking too long for him to kind of get it across. But I'm really excited to see how this is done. I mean, Vera, she looked fantastic. Vera, they done a really, really good job on, and it was so popular. They sold out. They got approached by Big Bad Toy Store. They got approached by several other distributors as well. And people, you know, I don't think people could buy them quick enough, really. So I mean, definitely,
we're really proud of Dave. You know, Dave's been a friend of ours since he sort of got into the hobby, and to see the amazing things he's doing is we're really proud of him. So, you know, I can understand why he don't want to rush this across because, you know, he wants it to be right, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, one of the
especially with us of all people, you know.
Master Pizza, there is a 1/4 scale Falcon. It's by Iron Studios. It's massive.
Yeah,
we're getting the blame for there being no 1/4 scale Falcon because we hate him. No.
There is one. If you want to see it, if you actually want to see it, type in Amber Racy and look through her review. She has reviewed it. She's reviewed it. She has all of that line. Yeah. Check her out.
I love her videos.
I love her videos as well.
Back to this anyway. So I mean, yeah, the one thing which I always repeat and I always say about Dave is he did actually start a custom project. He was actually going to go the route of making a very overdone Marvel character that he wanted to do, and he wanted it made. He even looked into getting it sculpted, and then he sat down and he said, "Look, I don't want to go this route. You know, I don't want to steal someone's IP. I want to go my own route. I want to do my own characters." And he went off and he did Vera, and that was the sort of moment where I kind of like got a lot of respect for him for doing that, because he could have gone the easy route and he could have done his other character with the sculptor he's using. He would have he would have basically, you know, got a lot of sales from it. But you know, I respect the way that he went, the way he did, big time. So then also you got the front as well. Look at that. And we are waiting to see. Apparently, there's going to be some big news from Legion Studios as well. So we need to really look out for that, because there's going to be hopefully a big announcement coming up in the next week or so. Oh, sorry, there's no comic version of Falcon. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, there's a fan art one.
Yes, there is. Is it
Sculpted by, I'm sure it's Bushy is involved in the sculpt, or it maybe even helping with the sculpt. There is.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
It's the classic comic book Falcon. He's standing on top of the building. He's massively
He's
jacked.
fucking TRT to the tits.
He's massively jacked. He's got like an eagle on his shoulder that's like always looks pissed in every photo.
Yeah. All right. So moving on. Thanks for sharing those, Dave.
Yeah, looking good, David boy. So far, so good, man.
Oh, I just want to say as well, so there's not really much to see on these, on the creation stuff. I did put these on there waiting for people to then send the images across, and I couldn't find any where people have actually posted anything. So
what if it's a fucking espionage job? Are you spying on some fucking...
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I mean, these are all like Naruto, Berserk, I think Naruto and Cobra, but unfortunately, I put these in the folder to get ready for someone attending the con, and no one really did. So I was quite disappointed with that because it looks like there's some fantastic pieces that could have been shown.
It's a shame they weren't highlighted better.
Yeah, it really is. Oli Creations do some fantastic work, so it is a massive shame. Also, there's actually going to be another announcement. There's going to be a company that's going to be showing some pieces from their new line. There's a new company called House of Gog. So House of and then Gog, G-O-G. And they're going to be releasing some teasers, I think this week or next week. So I mean, definitely look out on their Instagram. Follow them on Instagram, and there's something coming out for them. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Well, actually, I've seen the statues, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, so definitely keep an eye on those. This is then the Prime 1 stuff. So this is the Batman Incorporated. This is 1/5 scale. And personally, I saw this one in Japan. And for me, this was the best by far of the 1/5 scale line. This one actually stood out for me quite a lot.
Okay.
So there's that. Again, I mean, I'm not going to be collecting 1/5, but it's just nice.
Yeah, it looks nice.
So you've got quite a few pictures of this. Other ways are holding the cape, but again, it's because 1/5 is not displayable. There you go. There's a
boots.
Picture for the girls or chat.
Oh, for me, I can enjoy a man's glutes just like anybody. It's fine.
Sobat part again with the batarang, as always.
To be.
The exclusive snarling face, as always. There you go. But no, but that piece really did. I think we showed this last time, did we? Or did we not? I can't remember.
Yeah, we did the wall-mounted Predator. Yeah, Predator 2. Wicked. That is wicked.
Collectible Kingdom is saying, I don't own a Batman statue yet. Any recommendations? George is loving the new Sideshow one.
It depends on what you're after, to be brutally honest with you. A, it depends what scale you're after, and B, more importantly, it depends what sort of nostalgic value you place on a Batman. Yeah. I still think I maintain that the original premium format, either black or the blue ones, are two fantastic statues. They are fantastic. They are massive, 25, 26 inches tall. Really, we've got a lot of presence, and they're really well executed. Certainly the later stuff, like the regular of the black and the blue ones are really good. Yeah. I really like the new Canal sculpt, but I'm really gay for Canal. I don't hide that. Yeah. He's my favorite sculptor. If someone says to me what project you want made by who by his name will always be first. I mean, I am loving some of the traditional sculpted stuff by certain other people as well, but I do really like Canal. So I really like that new Batman, very dark sort of Batman, jacked Batman. I like that. But there are loads. I mean, Batman is one of them type of characters that you can get loads of. I didn't really care for XM's one, to be honest with you, Samurai one at all, just because I found it was a little thin.
He looks like a small core scale.
Yeah, it's kind of slight. He's kind of too slight for my liking. But yeah, I mean, if I was going to go out and buy one, I'd probably buy the new PF. But if I'm going old school classic comics, I mean, I owned the regular and I loved it. I still love it. It's a piece I actually regret selling. And when you think about what you actually sell it for, I mean, they go for nothing. Then pieces go for nothing. They're so much better than the price that they sell for.
Yeah.
So like you can pick up a premium format, probably a regular Batman for maybe 200, 250 pound, like easy any day. And as in my opinion, it's probably worth double that easily.
I mean, I bought mine for 265, and it had a chipped chipped ear on the shit head. There's a long-eared head, and I then kept it. But even though I didn't ever want to display that head, it still bothered me that I had a damaged one. And I then sold it, and I did regret it as well. It's quite hard to display; it's a big piece, but again, it depends on the
really
scale.
well, like the cape is just like when you pull it out of the box, the cape of the original PF is just a work of art.
The reason, one of the reasons why we mentioned all these ones and not the Prime 1 versions is because Collectible Kingdom, he collects the core scale, and he has all the new core scale pieces. I think Brimstone.
Don't ever fucking accuse me of that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's got nothing to do with that. I don't say Prime 1 pieces because I've not seen a Prime 1 Batman that's better than that. Not for only probably the Dark Knight, the Miller one.
Yeah,
the Miller one. If you want 1/3 and you're into that Miller one's really impressive, stunning, in fact. But the others, I wouldn't take them if they were free. Now, I don't care. I just don't think I give a fuck. I don't care. I'll say exactly how I feel.
The new ones. I mean, there's the one on the Eagle's really nice. There is the one on
what one?
The one on the Eagle with the gun.
Like that's not out there though, is it?
No. And then there's also the Batman Damned Batman and the Batman Damned Joker. Both fucking crazy ones. The one that looks like Sean Sanders. But I don't think that's even up for pre-order yet.
I really like the PF stuff, but I mean, it really depends as well, man. It's quite hard. There's a lot of them.
Batman's been done so much. I mean,
anymore.
I mean, I do actually really like. If I collected 1/3, the Batman Who Laughs I'd be all over that.
Yeah, that's not Batman though. That's a different.
No,
that is an amazing looking piece. That with the chains and all the gremlin sort of Robins, they're great.
Yeah.
But I've seen the Batman Beyond, and I see the Arkham one.
And
they were instantly forgettable. Like
that's a good one. The Noel.
Yeah. That was okay. I like the look of the new Hush in 1/3, but I really think that base is terrible. From pictures, the base really they did. There's nothing on it. It's just I just think it's quite strange because I guess it's maybe the objective is to really highlight the figure. Maybe that's the point. And the figure looks phenomenal. There's no question about that. I really love the sculpt on that. The body on that's crazy, and the pose I'm digging that a lot. So. Yeah, but for me, like if I was going to go out and buy one, I'd probably get the blue PF, the variant, because I've seen that and that's fucking really well done. And it's got like
the blue one. I think it was Thingy, wasn't it? Tom.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to message Tom. Let me write a note. Email Tom. I keep forgetting to email him.
I'd probably get that one. That would be my first probably port of call, and then the Canal one. But he probably talked to the fucking both of them. No. The new one I kind of like with the sort of the really violent Batarang sort of knuckle dusterish thing that he has in his hand. I quite like that piece a lot. Love the sculpt on that. They would be my choices. But
St. Patrick's Day.
When?
Now.
Ah, good.
Top of the morning to you. All right, so we got the City Hunter printer. This one you can display on the wall, or you can display it on the on a ledge. So okay, we've lost that one already. Okay, we only have one picture of that. I think we've already done this one though. To be honest,
we did last 2 weeks ago. We did.
All right, so we'll come back to that because I'm pretty sure there's more pictures, but we'll come back. Then you got the Gigantic, which has gone up for pre-order. What I'll do as well is there are about 5 pieces which actually have gone up on the Prime 1 website, which haven't gone up on Sideshow, but we'll cover that afterwards. So one figure at a time, because once we fucking sidetrack big time. So we'll do that at the end. And that way you can see our pretty faces as we're talking about it. P1. Sideshow. Okay. So this is a gigantic. For me, I'm quite underwhelmed with this one, to be honest with you. If you look at the Guyver 1 and the Guyver 3, they've got the exact same part of the base here. But Guyver 1 and Guyver 3 both have Zoinoids on there. This just has like a shitty bit of concrete and fucking a couple of bits of rebar. And it's also, this is about $1,200. So for me, I mean, the actual figure is a lot bigger, but for me, I'm not interested in this in the slightest at all.
Yeah, it does nothing for me. But yeah.
Because the thing about, I mean, I love Guyver 1, I love Guyver 3, and I find that with them having Gregor and Ramouf on the bases, they're almost like dioramas.
Yeah.
And I think that really adds to it as well. And it also,
you're getting a little bit more for your money also when you're doing
well,
this
also,
stuff.
you know, the kind of the Jew in me then makes me think, well, I don't need to get the Zoinoids then later if they release them because it's already got. So yeah, so this is the gigantic. You get switch out head, but as I say, I'm just switch out arms, switch out sonic blades, frequency blades, I think they're called. So yeah, I just think this again, nothing does absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah,
shame really, because I mean, yeah, with all the others, there's also the other one where he's holding the kind of praying mantis by the head. Again, it does nothing for me. I think that's Atom.
Torn in half, I think he is.
Yeah. So there's that. This is actually back to the Pennywise stuff. So you get the 3 busts. If you order them individually, I think they're $499 each. Or if you order them all together, it's $1,400. But these are half scale busts, so they are big. You know, so basically, if Prime One was to say to you, you're going to get the half scale figure, and you're going to get the 4 heads, because I think it comes with a head, and then you get the 3. The box would be massive. And
what's your favourite head there?
I prefer the middle.
I really like the middle one as well.
Yeah.
I do like the blood splatter one, but it's just too gore, man. It's just too much. I have to watch that again, actually.
For me, I had this conversation with my girlfriend earlier, actually, because she asked me my favorite one, and I said that I don't find this one scary. I think it looks something looks a bit comical about it. I don't know why. Also, the one on this side, it looks like a baby who's eating and just made a mess on his bib. So for me, the middle one wins hands down. There's no contest really, but as I say, these are massive. These are huge pieces. So for them to include these with the piece, it ain't going to happen. You know, it ain't going to be this is an exclusive and you get these 3 heads because they are huge. So yeah, I know people are complaining about it, but yeah, that's it. There you go. Yeah, that's easily the best.
Yeah, wicked does.
And this one's they've got names as well. So there's Dominant, Serious, and Surprised. So yeah, Serious, Dominant, Surprised.
Yeah. I remember that scene. That's where he's got like the severed arm and he's had any waves with it.
What's that again? Oh, okay.
He's like in a bush and he's like looking out and they see him and he's got like a severed child's arm and he like waves with it. Goes like, hey, like that, waves at them.
Divine is saying no. It was the last one for me, but now I can't unsee the baby. Thanks.
Yeah. He demasculates everything.
Yeah.
Emasculate everything.
Don't worry. Like a doll eyes is coming. Is it wait, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. No, it's actually the Napsky. There you go. Yeah, there you go. No, it looks great, but I've seen this in person, and I can't remember which heads I saw, but it is really nice. But again, they can't include the heads with them. So back to the City Hunters. Not sure why. We'll go through these because obviously this is from their last time. I actually really think this piece looks great.
It does, yeah.
Compared to all of the others from their new movies and whatever else, all of the ones are
honest, though, you need to get the emphasis on NED. Ask him, send him a picture and see what he said. If he says it's good, then it's right.
Out of all of the ones that Prime One are doing, for me, this is by far the best one they're doing. I think this looks great.
It's definitely my favourite, and I love the putting it on the wall.
Yeah,
it's a really, really clever idea.
I don't think many people will, though.
Well, you'd have to be fucking brave. Tell you that.
Yeah. Well, I nearly knocked one off the wall because I fucking bumped into it, but I think on the actual video, I'm like, oh shit, I just bumped into someone. Oh fuck, it was the predator on the wall. Holy shit. Here you go, Kneel Before Zod. There you go. So this is another one that's gone up on the Sideshow, which hasn't gone up. Gone up on Prime One that hasn't gone up on Sideshow.
Oh, a mummy and daddy fighting.
Well, let's talk about it again. But so these are the switch out heads. It looks a bit like fucking the other Zod. Jesus.
That's so cool.
Mm.
That's just like really cool.
That's me in 10 years.
Fuck off. It's you fucking 10 years ago.
All right. So there's all the switch outs there. So you got the switch out hand parts, switch out base as well. We'll go into that in a minute. It's quite strange. I've not done this on other pieces. But basically the base, see the head?
Yeah.
It comes off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's like knocked off the Superman head.
Is it wrong that I kind of like it with the kneeling Superman sort of with his head on?
On?
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it. It's the angle of like the beaten, head. I kind of like that, the expression.
Yeah.
Kneel before God. Wicked that is. That's a really amazing that looks. They do come out of some winners, fucking Prime One. They really do.
Yeah, no, this one looks fantastic. I remember seeing it. I think it was when it came up in the
some pictures on Prime One collectors group of someone who was unboxing fucking Freeze, and Jesus Christ, that Freeze looks amazing.
That Freeze is ridiculous. Yeah,
amazing.
I want to see that in person.
I will wrap up Statue of the Year already. Might as well just fucking cancel the rest of it because it just looked unbelievable. All he did was send pictures of like the inside of all the boxes and all the parts.
Yeah,
what the fuck? It's at them moments that you turn around and you say, like, because I always say I don't feel there's enough detail differences between 1/3 and quarter scale.
Yeah,
enough to warrant me jumping into 1/3, but there are exceptions. There are a few pieces that, and very few, that come out where you look at them and the detail there, you just think, "Fuck my life."
Well, I want to see the way that it's meant to be. I want to see the way that they have the Freeze and the XE suit.
Yeah,
I want to see that. Archangel 0407 said that Freeze made my nipples hard.
It made a few bits hard, I tell you that. I was thinking, fuck, this is a bit special. And I think this Zod is sort of in the same mold. I think there's something about this Zod that I just think looks really fucking good. I just think about it really like.
Sorry, I've just seen I'm on like Dave's group, so Sinister X group. And he's like basically he's posted our chat. And in the comments, someone's watching our chat and they've gone, "Oh wow, who's doing that Dracula?" And it's on Dave's group. No, but I'm just saying it's like the person's not very observant.
Well, or they're going to get removed any minute.
I think you already removed them from RaddTitan.
I might have done.
Sorry, buddy. So
I was thinking the other day about removing you and then putting up a post saying I removed you and then letting everybody slag you off and then letting you back in and then removing them. But I've remembered it's already been done before.
What about me?
Not about you, just it's been done. I don't want to really be a trend follower. I'd rather be a trend setter. So I'll wait. I'll find another way to do it.
Oh, I've removed me.
No, I'll find another way.
I'll do something else. Yeah, fucking cocksucker. I'm just trying to find something. So then what's next? Here you go. There's a bit more Zod. Zod. There you go. Keep going. Come on. Another one for you.
That's my shot. That's lovely. that is a man who takes his mead work very seriously.
That shoulder reminds me of the fucking Gabriel from 40K.
Yeah, it's something like Warhammery sort of thing about it, isn't it?
Yeah, it does have that feeling, doesn't it?
Fucking cool though. I just think this whole thing's I don't know why I really like this though. I actually quite like Zod though.
Yeah, well, you like your villains.
Yeah.
That's when you can fuck off. That's when it's saying, yeah, remove him now, Gio.
Dude, this well, that's it. Look, see, there you are. See, I've already had one come out of the woodwork. Yeah.
Well, you know, Vass is Vass.
I think me and Vass would be very happy together. To be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vass. I'm going to cut off your fucking girlfriend, your wife's phone. Then, if that's your attitude, Jesus, I pay your wife's phone bill, so fuck off.
Do you know what's funny about this?
It's true.
Fuck all like Ric Flair.
Well, I don't know the Vass thing. I actually do pay his wife's phone bill. Yeah, I mean, I don't really.
I mean, do you know who that looks like? More to me, it looks like more like Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Oh,
that looks nothing like Ric Flair.
I thought you were say Hugh Hefner.
No, maybe in his prime.
Tackling the house.
I just don't see the Warrior. I could see.
Yeah, the Warrior was there. I saw the Warrior.
That Flair portrait's off. Well, the base with the and all the the pose is spot on, and the woo is great with the the what do we call it? I don't even know
robe.
Yeah, robe. Yeah, you call it that. I mean, but that portrait's well off for me.
How much it cost?
Pop culture shock are usually pretty reasonable, but I mean, I have no idea. What was the Warrior?
I don't know.
How much?
600.
Ooh, it's a little steep for them.
Yeah,
it's a little steep. It's a little steep for PCS. But I mean, if people are collecting the line, it's not like an obscene amount of money for a quarter scale piece. To be brutally honest, these days, it is for one that doesn't look fuck all like the person it's meant to be, though.
I mean, the thing is that's exactly the same angle as that, so you can't really see any difference. And then that you just can't really see it enough. You need like a good close up.
Like him. I've been watching Flair all my fucking childhood. It looks nothing like him.
Yeah,
nothing like. It looks like Greg the Hammer Valentine, who is a wrestler from the 70s.
Someone says he looks like a church choir member.
If he is, he's a fucking soprano.
Yeah. Oh, Dickie Two Shoes just popped up. Fucking hell.
Yeah, my man.
Only by a Rowdy Piper in that line.
Yeah, Roddy Piper, definitely, man.
Mike Hinton saying, yeah, his lips are ready to receive.
It just didn't look like him. I love everything else about it. Just I think the likeness is off.
He says, someone says there's a swap out portrait, but I don't know because I can't see a seam, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think there is, and there wasn't with the Warrior, so that's very unlikely.
It looks like Mel Brooks's yogurt in Spaceballs.
That's great.
All right, then this is the Pop Culture Shock Soundwave, and that is Rumble, I think, and that is fucking cool for me. Yeah. That is fucking cool. Soundwave, I've got a fucking hard on for Soundwave all the time, so I can't help it. But I would have preferred. I missed it.
Oh, I'm so surprised.
That comic is fucking wicked. But the reason why, actually, I'll tell you why I missed it was the first one was sold out, and I thought to myself, I just don't want to get into the pattern of buying it because then I'm going to have to go and chase that one. And I do think though that the Rumble looks really, really nice. But I think he's got 4. Actually, I think he's got 5 tapes, hasn't he? So he's got Rumble, who's that guy. He's got Ravage, who is the Panther. He's got Radar, which is like the bat. And he's got like a hawk. And he's got another little man as well. So he's got 5 of them. So I don't know whether they're going to be doing like if you get an exclusive, you might get Ravage as well or anything like that. So there may be
a nice idea actually to do the variants and do, all the different, like, one with the Panther, one with the hawk, one with the bat.
Yeah. I love that cell shaded style, and I do really think that it does actually. Like a doll's eyes is saying I'm too old for Transformers. I just missed it by a few years. Shit, man. Transformers came out in 1984. How old are you? Damn, son. we came out like
we were 3.
We were watching Transformers on the fucking replays. Right. Then this is just a message from Pop Culture Shock to say, like I previously said, there's not ready to be seen at New York Comic Con, but the Court Scale mixed media piece ready to. So yeah, this is about the Sakura. So this is the new updated version of which does actually look a lot better. The one at New York Comic Con was fucking dreadful. PCS shouldn't have even been at New York this year, last year. Sorry, it was terrible. I mean, they're what they showed there was like, it was literally like they went into their office and they were like, guys, what can we show? You know, you could have called up like any local collector and got a better set of pieces to display. It was fucked. I mean, I think FedEx or someone allegedly fucked up their delivery on the transport, so the turtles or something. But it was bad, really bad, especially when like fucking XM were right next to them.
Mm.
And then they had Sakura or whatever her name is, which looked fucking like really like dog shit bad. Then this is the new Prime One store in Shinjuku in Japan. So this is their new store that's opened up. Actually, I think today.
Sweet.
Today or yesterday. So yeah, this is there. So this is like a mock-up, but it is in Shinjuku. That's where I was staying actually, Shinjuku. So I would love to have been there when they opened up.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Fucking awesome. Then this is a tease which has just been sent through.
Movie Flash.
No, close, but no. This is Captain Marvel.
Who?
This is Captain Marvel. This is Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And this is by. This is actually This is actually good that Nick sent this across the old Belgian Blue, who allegedly is the same fucking build as Anthony Joshua. Allegedly.
Yeah. Right.
And basically, so Queen Studios, I contacted them in the week because there was a lot of speculation about their practices and about whether they are licensed or not. They said to me that they are licensed with Marvel and with Terminator in China only.
Right.
And basically, so I asked them if they can provide me with any kind of documentation.
Yeah.
The person I spoke to then said that they'll arrange a video call at some point in the near future with me and their CEO to discuss things, because I said to them that the way that they are portraying themselves online, it comes across like they're not licensed. Their pictures of their pieces don't match up with how Marvel approve it, because I've asked companies about that. Marvel are very strict on how pieces can be put out. So, for example, this picture's been released. There's no Marvel logos on there. There's no, nothing on there, and you're not allowed to do that. And so I'm going to try and find out what the actual story is with Queen Studios. I mean, there is no question that the pieces they do look absolutely phenomenal. They look really, really nice. But if they are claiming to be licensed when they're not, it's just very, very deceptive. And I hope it is a case that they are licensed in China and not throughout the world, because big companies who are in the know have contacted us and saying that they've never heard of them. So, So I really want to clear that up before we continue to kind of push them or not. It is. I mean, if they're unlicensed, then say they're unlicensed. If they're licensed, then that's fine. But if they're unlicensed, claiming to be licensed, that's just a new level of deceit, really.
Yeah.
So Anyway, that was my little thing. But this looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool for Flash, yeah.
Yeah, Flash looks pretty today. Kick-Ass UK, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
This is like a little flashback to fucking Maximum Carnage, man. This is Demo Goblin. Jesus.
I think this is the best one of the three that I've seen made by these.
The individual, you're not allowed to say who.
I know that. Don't fucking listen. I'm getting tired of this game, bro. Trust me. Shit needs to be changing, or I'm gonna fucking turn. You hear what I'm saying? Getting tired of this censorship shit. Trust me,
dog. So yeah, I agree. This is
all I'm gonna say is, this piece is dope. Take what you can.
Oh yeah, nice.
Take what you can from what I'm saying. Shit.
Well played.
But yeah, I think this is the best, definitely the best one of the three that I've seen. Really like the look of this, and I really like this character from Maximum Carnage. He was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they need to do. I think they're going to continue with the Maximum Carnage line, and they need to do like a Shriek. There's a few other sort of characters in there as well. That would be quite interesting to do. I'm just really interested to see how this. The paint up is the thing that can make or break it really on this kind of piece, because there's a lot of all the fucking flames. To separate the kind of flames out into that being a wisp and that being a board, it's hard.
Yeah. Sculpt idea looks crazy though.
It does. I agree. That does look like the
paint won't ever look like that. I can tell you that.
Well, it ain't gonna glow like that, is it? Unless you got a black light.
Ain't gonna look like that. That's for sure.
It's clear resin. Jeez.
That looks the shit though. That does.
Yeah, no, I agree. Demo Goblin is a pretty cool character. This is just to say then that the Juggernaut Marquette is going to be up for pre-order on Thursday, the 21st of March. After the long wait, it's going to be up. So, it'd be very interesting to see the price point on this.
Yeah.
It'll be very
actually. It's actually something that Mike actually brought to my attention earlier, where he sent me a screenshot and basically said, he wanted us to, discuss why they with Lobo, the new Lobo.
That's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Just why they've gone with that instead of why that's out before a lot of other characters that everyone's waiting on, like Cable and Juggernaut and some other. It's a very valid question.
Well, there is always a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. There's a lot of things where licenses could kind of restrict releases to certain times to match up with other things coming out. So like they could be saying, what, you have to wait for Cable until this comes out, or you have to wait till Juggernaut till that, and then there's nothing Lobo in the pipework. So that's that's Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers are pretty more chilled about things. So this. It's it depends on the licenses. It's not, a lot of people are always like, oh yeah, fuck Sideshow. Sideshow are making 6,000 with this piece. Fuck Sideshow, they're doing this. Fuck Sideshow, they're doing that. It's not always just about Sideshow. They have, restrictions in place, in their own things. They have contracts in place for agreements. If they're making a character, they have to honor a certain amount of pieces, at times. So. Or release date. So there's so much going on behind the scenes.
It's definitely not random, which some people seem to think. Some people seem to think it's like random that they decide, oh, this week we'll just do this. I mean, this is like years in the making of calendar, like years.
Yeah.
It's like this going to go on this date. They know long time in advance that these things are coming, and obviously it's. That's how it works. I mean, I do still agree, though, that maybe a little bit of preparation and discussion in getting some of the pieces out in a different time scale would be more advisable than
what they did say
over and over again.
In 2000, and I think it was the end of 2017, they did say that anything that they show on the 12 Days of Sideshow is then going to be released within 6 months. And that's what they did say. And it hasn't really been maintained because there was stuff from 2015 that hasn't come out yet. Yeah,
but they basically meant like the newest.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But there's like the Star Lord that still hasn't come out, and there's a couple of Star Wars pieces I think that haven't come out. But anyway, I agree totally with what you said. You mentioned calendar. If you look at like movie releases and things like that, they get like the date 2 years or year and a half before. That's the date that's coming out. Sideshow is a business, so they're going to say, well, we need to have, if we're going to release pieces, we need to have the time for people to be able to pay for these pieces, and we also need to have that. We can't have 5 X-Men characters coming out in the space of 6 months because those people are likely to want to collect more than one. So we need to space out the X-Men characters. We need to space out the Marvel characters. We need to space out these different categories so that our is going to be able to buy more than one, and we're not restricting them by saying, fuck it, it's January, we'll release in the week of January, there's 5 Thursdays, we're going to release, 5 of them in January, because then people are going to have to make a choice on which one they get. So,
you're right.
But also, I mean, I wonder if they're going to do the old Thanos trick with this one, because they've been doing quite a lot of build up on him. I wonder if they're going to do the thing which I always think Sideshow should maybe do, but they don't like doing it, is by saying day one, exclusive on Juggernaut is 750 edition size, and then and then that will sell out straight away. Then that way you kind of keep your collector side happy, and then you have your general.
I totally agree with that, but they're more of a business than they're for collectors. We know that with Sideshow.
Yeah, but anywho, that's about that. So, fuck, you just zoomed in, you motherfucker, you. God damn it. There you go. So, this is the man of the hour that we were just mentioning. So this is the Lobo. So
I know it's sculpted by my guy. It's sculpted by Martin Canal, but it's not the sculptor that I'm like.
I didn't know. The concept of I didn't know it was by Martin Canal. I didn't know actually who sculpted it.
Martin Canal. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I actually I had a long conversation with who was it? I had a long conversation with somebody about how they were saying that everyone was saying this is too small and it's underscaled. It's actually not. The base is pretty low, and if you compare it to something like the new Batman by Martin Canal, they are pretty much the same kind of size. Lobo's 6'4", Batman is like 6'3", 6'4". And
who told you that Lobo is 6'4"?
If you Google it,
is he 6'4"?
Yeah. I thought he was bigger. I was surprised.
Then my PF is well massive.
I looked it up on several sources because I was a bit like, Lobo's 6'10" or Lobo's massive.
I thought he was definitely 6'8" or
6'7". Well, Cable is, but anyway. But I looked it up because of the fact that I was under that impression as well. And I've just noticed he's got a fucking Guitar Hero buttons on his guns.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what they are. I mean, look how he's holding the gun.
I know it's meant to be like a guitar, but it's like Guitar Hero. It looks like it.
Yeah, that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be like Guitar Hero. It's meant to be
I mean, I don't think he's undersized. He's just that his base is low and he's crouching.
I like that head.
I don't.
Yeah, I like that head.
I don't. I think his arms are overscaled.
No, I said the fucking head.
No, I'm saying I don't like the head. I think his arms are overscaled, and I just don't like the flames on the guns. And I just think
a wicked picture of like Spider-Man. That was brilliant. That was really clever.
Someone reported that for sexual content or something, didn't they? I was just like, I'm missing something. What? And we had a debate in the fucking the mod chat about. I don't get why this has been reported, but anyway. So then I actually prefer this head. I think that this head suits this better. I've never actually displayed.
I like the other
one. I do like elements of the base. I do like these kind of
legs look a bit thin to me. His legs look thin compared to his upper body, like massively.
Yeah, but I mean the boots look great. The actual mixed media trousers look great.
Yeah.
There's that. But
just not like this.
I think from this kind of angle, I prefer this head quite a lot more. But I just think that I do not think that this is. I don't think this is an improvement on the last one.
Nah, don't be silly.
And I'm not being biased because, in all honesty, if someone offered me the right amount of money, I'd sell mine. To be honest with you, but I I just think that this isn't an improvement. But it is actually quite displayable.
I still think that PF is the answer. Still one of my favourite PFs ever made.
Yeah, yeah. I like the jeans. I do like the trousers. I think the trousers and the boots look fantastic.
Look at his arm compared now to his leg. It's just horrendous.
Yeah, well, clearly he doesn't squat. But I'm just saying I like the mixed media on it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, mixed media looks fantastic. Pouches look great. The musculature on his upper body looks fucking amazing. It's a nice piece. I just don't like it.
Yeah. It's a nice piece, but I just don't like it.
It doesn't fit my tastes at all. I don't like the Guitar Heroes theme at all. I don't like that. It's just not for me.
Apparently,
the ratio on him is off.
Someone was saying, yeah, this sculpt would work a lot better if it was a 1/10 scale piece.
Yeah, I think so. I think if they did drop the scale a little bit, it'd work better.
Yeah, I prefer that head. Yeah, I definitely prefer the regular. Yeah, for me, I just think that the original.
I don't like that gun thing. I don't like that. It looks like he's firing out popcorn out of his gun. I just don't like that at all.
Yeah. I just think that as I say, the original, they did such a fucking amazing job on the original. The base on the original when you had the dog on there. I just think that it's not if you're going to release a new piece, it needs to be a step up. And I think this is 2 steps back.
Yeah, I would say so. I wouldn't sell mine to fund this.
No,
sure.
No. But I do think it's actually quite displayable. If I remember, the measurements were not bad. Not here actually, but there was one with the measurements on, and I think it was like 9.5 inches deep, 21 inches high, 20 inches wide, or whatever it was. But it was actually very displayable.
Yeah. So
there's that. Then the Marvel J. Scott Campbell print. So got that gone up. Blah blah blah. Yes, Doctor Strange print, which fucks up your eyes big time when you look at it. Someone said to me, "This looks like a fucking drugged up Johnny Depp."
It really does, actually. It's a really good shout, that is.
Yeah, yeah. This one then is a good point because it's about people are saying, "Well, does this mean there's going to be a new Ultron on Throne?"
No,
it could do, because I mean, actually, I'll tell you what. Yeah, because
it's right off the cover.
But they did actually do the Punisher was sitting down, but obviously he wasn't on the statue, so it doesn't mean that. But maybe it means there is a new Ultron statue.
Maybe a new Ultron, but definitely not him sitting like that. I don't think that'll be the case.
Isn't Johnny Depp always drugged up? Meow. Then this is the third version, third variant of the.
Wow, milking this shit, isn't he?
But she's quite hot. She does look quite hot. Jesus, how small is her fucking waist? Jesus Christ. But I mean, that looks quite nice, though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking piece. No doubt about it.
That looks really nice, actually. I mean, I know it's a variant and
red. Really nice red in the blonde. You're into your blondes, and you like your blondes in a minute.
Yeah, I like women. Yeah.
What you lied to me for? You don't like women at all.
No.
Nah, you like
dudes. I like dick, yeah. 9.5 inches by 9.5 inches, that's what I'm talking about. By 7 by 9. Well, okay. I saw one of these get unboxed in Thailand, and the arms were so fucking out. They didn't line up at all. Because what it is
they go into the hands, then they go into
the hands are attached to the rock on the other one, and then the arms go into and it was fucked. It was well out, literally. Like, I mean, I said to the guy, like, yeah, there's like, there is like, you could get a hairdryer out and do whatever, but it was so far out. I said to them, they ain't doing shit. You get a hairdryer out, they ain't doing shit. That's the same thing about, talking about hairdryers. I've been having a conversation with someone, I won't name and shame, but we've been talking about it with someone, and you're in the group as well. So the last 3 pieces they've received from Prime 1, they need to use a hairdryer to reshape and put the pieces in place. And I'm just like, it's basically the Flash, the Venom, and Flash, Venom, and Green Lantern.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if you're paying $1,000 for a piece, why the fuck should you have to fucking get a hairdryer out and you're expected to shape it yourself? Why the fuck should you? For that money, you shouldn't be expected to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there's all these arguments about the fact that when it's in transit, it gets very hot and it warps and things change.
I mean, yeah, if it goes on a plane, it's going to go really cold, but
Things warp and things move. But I mean,
there's an element of like, use a different fucking material. I don't know. It's a bit like if I'm spending £1,000 or it's going to cost me £1,000 to get that venom in. I don't want to fucking get a hair dryer.
it's about what you're willing to accept, though, because I would, if it was me and it arrived to me and it was all out like that, I wouldn't hairdryer shit. I wouldn't touch anything. I'd just be like, send it back.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, like, look at me on the fucking 2099 video. I snapped that shit big time,
Yeah, but that's exactly the same thing. But nobody told you to do the hairdryer thing before.
Yeah, but I did. I 100%. And you can't see my face now, so I could be lying. But 100%, there was no fucking thing in my mind to say use a hairdryer. There was no bit of paper in there, and basically, yeah. The figures about that is you're keeping well fucking quiet because you did the fucking same.
Listen, not only did I do the same, I did the same with in front of Mike. Mine was only slightly out, but I tried to slightly adjust it, and mine like cracked. And then when I took it out, when I sold the piece and I took it out, it crumbled into like 1,000 pieces.
Yeah,
removing it. It's the most brittle shit material you could ever ask for, and it is not fit for purpose. It should not be included. It is nowhere near the type of material that should be on a statue. It's far too. It's like sugar paper. It's like sugar glass. You literally, if you just even bit of grip. I even had to, with the person that was buying it, I had to say, like, they just feel this in your hands. And they were just like, they just couldn't believe it. They were just like, fucking hell,
The best thing about it, right, is that so many people took the piss out of me about me breaking it. You broke yours, which made me feel bad. But then also, I think Jem took the piss out of me as well. And then he fucking snapped one of his Venom pieces on. So that made me feel better about it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, there's with the Venom, the Prime Venom, a lot of people got broken stuff. There's a lot. There was lots of tentacles and things not lining up very well. I mean, it's a very complicated piece, so it can happen. But if I got that in, things didn't fit. I'll just send it back. Got to be honest, I really would.
Nicholas,
I'm not confident in that sort of thing. I wouldn't be confident in myself about I'll just apply heat here and bend here and I twist this, because the second that I start like messing about with it and then fucking break it or make it even worse, it's my fault.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just be like, no, it's fucked, and it's got to me, it's fucked. I'm not touching it. You can just take it away.
Well, Nicholas, if you're listening on Vass, I don't know what's going on the fucking mod chat, but there's 56 comments and I'm not fucking reading them now. So Jesus Christ, people. Whiplash Collector says to say hello to you, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
So Stephen Lee.
Huh? What?
Stephen Lee, Whiplash Collector. I feel really bad for him because it's going to make me sound like an arsehole now, and I hope it doesn't deter anyone else from posting their videos on RaddTitan. But what's his name? Stephen Lee sent us a video of when Prime One did a show in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
He did like an exhibition, and he did a video where he filmed it, and he did a good job. It was one of his first videos, and it was his first attempt. He was nervous, and you could tell on the video he was very nervous. But we got like 12,000, 13,000 views or whatever, and then basically he got so much fucking negative comments, like people being fucking assholes on the video, and it was just like, oh yeah, how many ums are you going to say, and oh yeah, how many you're stuttering, and what is this? It was just like, guys, fuck off.
It's not what's funny about that though.
The guy has gone out of his way to put. Yeah. It's like a half an hour video of him showing all this stuff in the convention. If you don't like what he's saying, fucking mute it and put some music on.
Well, fuck off,
man. Yeah. Because I mean, it's literally like
it's somebody doing something with their own time, man.
It's like the only about that. It's the only video of that I've seen.
what's funny about that is that I've always, in my personal opinion, like, because I deal with YouTube and I'm on Facebook at the same time, I've always felt that the YouTube people were nicer, like more patient and just a little bit more supportive of each other. But recently, there's been a lot of like horrible, very unkind sort of shit going on, which is just not nice to see because it takes a lot of effort. Getting on that plane, getting over there, filming it all. I mean, and remember, when you're filming these things, you're missing it. Never
Yeah,
forget that. Never ever forget that. When you're filming, you're missing. You're
I know
missing everything.
that. Yeah, I know that. So
You're,
yeah,
you're missing everything. I mean, it's it, I'm very much one of them type of people. It's the same when I go on holiday with my wife, and I take her somewhere really nice or whatever else, and like if she has her head stuck in a camera, I say, babe, look, just put the camera down, just look around, just get it in your senses where you are and what you're experiencing. You know, you don't want to look back and remember it through a screen. It's not what things are for. You know what I mean? And when we go on these cons, when the second that we take our eye off what we're looking at and we're trying to show you it, it's effort, man, and you are missing more of the experience yourself, so that
yeah.
other people can benefit. And that all you need is a little bit of support. Like wrecking somebody's confidence like that, before they even get started is not what I expect. I expect better than that. As a human being, I expect better because it's just like fucking fair play, man. Good effort. You
Well,
know.
that's what Collectible Kingdom just says. A YouTube video can take him a whole day to shoot and edit.
Yeah.
'Cause at Collectible Kingdom, we actually mentioned you. Actually, I don't know whether we actually mentioned you, but I was talking about you earlier when basically I said about there was a video which had you got like I shared on RaddTitan because I saw that you had a lower amount of subscribers. There was hardly any views, and I'm like, damn, man, this guy spent so much time on this video. It's like why we collect, and I've got to share this because basically it's like this needs to be seen. This needs to be seen. It's a great video. It's been really well edited, really well filmed, really well put together, and it's just a shame that it had. I think last time I checked, that about 105 comments or something, and I was 105 views, and I'm like, this should be on like 10,000. This should be seen. It's like a 3-minute video, and it's a great little video. And as I say, you've spent a lot of time fucking doing that. I mean, I edit, and it takes so long to film, edit. So many takes. People just don't realize how long these things take. And I mean, I know it's not always about this is because I want to get 20,000 views, or this is because I want to get this. It's not about that. It's about, but it's nice to get it, if that makes sense. When you do the figures of sorry, I'm going over a bit and blur like
Too much whiskey, too much chatting shit, man.
but one of the things is basically
Speak
one of the funny things is whenever you do a video that you edit and you put together and you take all the time to do, that's never the one that gets the fucking views. It's always the one where you whip out the camera and George and I are fucking around for 10 minutes about some bullshit, and then we post that gets 10,000 views. But the one I spent fucking reviewing and editing.
It doesn't really matter. The point is anyway is really it's just about fucking trying to support each other, because next time that guy may not pull out his camera and you may not see fuck all just because of the fact that you were rude about it. And I know which kind of person I'd rather be. I'd rather be the person sitting in my armchair with a beer in my hand and a fucking sandwich and fucking watching, and being able to see what Prime One are going to be showing from the guys that are there and sharing it. At the end of the day, if we don't support each other doing that, no one's going to do it. And if no one's going to do it, then we ain't going to see fuck all. And that's not really what we want to be doing. We really want to be, we want to be experiencing what's going on. And oh my fuck, where'd that come from? Where'd this, that's what, so we can talk about it. It's the whole point.
For sure. I mean, that's the thing is, I mean, people need, it needs to be supported. It needs to be, I mean, there are some people that shouldn't be making videos and whatever else. I mean, someone like Sean Sanders should just fucking go in a corner and fucking cry himself to sleep every night. But anyway, but there are a lot of people out there who deserve to.
That's the worst part of it, is that people will like give somebody honest and somebody true like a hard time, but support certain other dickheads because they either know them or You know what I mean? It's just like hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. It really is. Like, you know, there's nothing you can do. Unfortunately, that's the nature of people. I never understand why people share, you know, still share like certain people's like stuff, like their work. You know, there's certain people in our hobby that should be universally fucking shunned, and they shouldn't be able to post or share anything anywhere. But they got their little fucking minions running around sharing their stuff on every group. You know, pretending that they don't know about the horrible shit that these people do, or the horrible things that they've done in their life. They pretend, oh, I don't know, I didn't know anything about that. And then you tell them, and then all of a sudden they're posting another group sharing it. And it's all like, oh, well, you know, the artists needs to be shared, the work. You can't do that. That's not what you should be doing as a person.
Well,
I mean, I understand that somebody sculpted it. I understand that somebody painted it. But the person that's funding it and the person that's doing all of these things is like a piece of shit. A scumbag fucking scamming, you know, abusive fucking, you know, threatening piece of shit. That should not happen. That shouldn't happen. There's no excuse that any person can use that will make me think, oh, actually, you have a point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that as well. But I mean, we're talking about
be a fucking community for that reason, dude.
We're talking about the other fucking Bellend anyway. We're talking about the fucking.
No, I'm just talking about in general about, you know, statues.
Yeah, like I'm saying, but Sean Sanders gets so much fucking like views and things like that. It's like, why does this fucking scam piece of shit get all these...
People don't know because he changes his name. You know, you highlight somebody called like statue collector 117, and then he changes his name to Flankster 117.
Yeah, apparently Flankster 117 is now letting people comment on his channel, so people need to go over there and fucking give him a hard time. Sorry, I need to correct myself on something. Franco Carlissimo is not working on the Dracula. Is Romel Chapra, and I do actually remember that now after I've been told I was wrong. Romel Chapra and Victor Sorozo working on that as well. Sorry, Victor Sorozo is working on some of his other projects, but yeah, Romel Chapra. Sorry. So yeah, and also just to show how classy that Franco is, he actually said to can you please give the artist the right credit? So he actually corrected me as well. So yeah, to show his class there.
I'm bored of this mermaid man.
What we say, so silently unsteady collecting PDB. Basically, he's got a video coming soon, so he's got a room tour coming up. So that'll be there, Funko Pops and whatever else. I wasn't sure who it was because the name keeps popping up. I was always, when names always pop up and people comment, I think people just make the assumption that you know who they are, and I didn't. But then he put his thing up there, and his I've got Peter. What's his name now? Peter. I've forgotten his name now. That's great. Is it Peter DeBow? Let me just double check. Yeah, there you go.
Mermaid.
Basically, he's all right.
Lose my mind.
There you go. Coming off the mermaid. There you go. Mermaid. There you go. Double gigantic. There you go. That's that.
Yeah.
So Peter DeBow. So BEAUX. Basically, I keep seeing this name popping up, and I'm like, yeah, who's this guy? Who's this guy? But then, yeah, so it's him. So we've got a room tour coming up from this guy on the next room tour day, which I can't remember what day that was now. We've got Doc Ock here, which this is the one actually George was going to order at one point, and he then decided against it. I would love to see this with the Spider-Man comic kit. I really want to see these together for scale. Really, really want to see that. So,
I mean, the brutal truth is the Spider-Man comic kit is overscaled, so it ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
he won't be. I mean, unless XM make him overscaled. I mean, they have made a couple of characters a little bit big, so it could happen. But they'll need to make it up maybe like by 5% or like 7% bigger than quarter scale, and then it will be like in the same region that comic kit is.
Yeah, but sometimes XM are a bit big as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope it works because I think the base and the whole format of it is a perfect companion piece. So I hope it does.
I took my comic out the other day because Bart was here. Took it out the other day and I put it up on the side in the kitchen, and it was under the spotlights. That piece is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's so good, man. I love that piece. Really
that's
do.
the sort of piece that you would sell, but then as soon as you got it out of your display, you'd be like, no.
I tell you, the piece which I did that with was the original Jason. I took out, and basically I had two of them because the person I bought the Freddy off of, he wouldn't sell me the Freddy on his own, so I had to buy the Freddy and the Jason, and I already had the Jason, so I did that, but it still cost me cheaper than buying the Freddy on his own. But anyway, and I then unboxed the I had my Jason in a Besta, and it was in the Dark Besta or whatever else, and then I unboxed the one I got in to check it was all okay, and then I was going to sell it, and I took it out, and I had this moment where I was like, I don't want to sell it, and then I'm like, the fuck's wrong with you? You got one already. You don't need two of them, you fucking idiot. And I'm like, oh yeah. And I had this moment where I had it out in front of me, thinking this piece is so fucking amazing. Blah blah. It was funny. But that's one of the only pieces that I would actually buy the exclusive and have the regular for, and have have two of them displayed next to each other because they're so different. Anyway.
Oh yeah, they are, yeah.
People actually had a left or right for the two heads.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be the modern head.
Got to be that in it. That is fucking Oliver Allen. Do you remember from school?
Yeah, definitely. And I don't like I'm not a big fan of the pumpkin head either.
Yeah. That one looks like Oliver Allen. Oliver, basically, his mom definitely put a fucking bowl on his head and cut his hair. It was bad. But that guy was fucking like retardedly genius, like fucking super genius. He was.
Yeah, very smart.
I actually beat him at chess one time, and he was well angry.
Well, geniuses don't like losing, do?
Not to idiots.
Always talking about it. We were in the thingy and when we went into this room like recently, and there was like all toys like for kids and shit, and I picked up this like thing that was like a rattle. Do you remember when we were kids? And it's like a rattle, but it's got like a metal beads around it. It's got like metal beads, and you can like move the beads like in the rattle, and then you can shake it like a rattle. And I was like messing about with it, and Jenny said to me, "I bet you when you were at school that was the instrument that Alex had to play."
No, I got the triangle. I think I got the triangle taken off me as well because I was playing it out of sync.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this is up at Brewer now, by the way. So yeah, I'm surprised you're not getting it because I think you were really into this at one point.
I really was, but I had this, to be honest with you, I had this sort of epiphany that occurred, which just was I was starting to buy because I really liked the statues and I wasn't in love with the characters.
Yeah.
And it just was a mistake. I've done it numerous times. I've done it a few times now. Electro was one, an amazing statue, amazing sculpt by Daniel Bell, but I don't love the character. I like the character, I just don't love it. And if you don't love it, you don't keep it. And Doc Ock is another one of them. I think the statue is phenomenal, but I just don't see me keeping a Doctor Octopus statue.
Well, I mean, you have to think about the characters that you've got in, and the characters that you've got rid of. And the characters you've got in because they look great, but then you've not been attached to the characters. So basically, like your Mysterio, your Electro, your I'm sure there's others, but those characters, Spider-Man villains, and you've just been like, I don't really want them anymore. So, I'm actually tempted to buy this. I mean, I can't
really make the same mistakes over and over again because the market at the moment as well is really difficult to sell.
Yeah,
it's so difficult at the moment to sell. I just can't afford to make mistakes like this because they cost me. And I'm not in this hobby. I'm not in this hobby to fucking punt loads of money into it and lose money. It's just not what it is. I don't want to profit, but I just want to get what I put in. So if I buy a piece and it costs me like £750, £800 or something like that, I want £750, £800. I don't want fucking £600. You know, like, and that's what people want to do. They want to give, they know what it costs, but they want to give you a few £100 less because everyone wants a fucking bargain. It's
Yeah.
just not happening. I'm not the person to buy or sell from for that because I don't take losses.
Well, that's why we've never bought or sold from each other.
I don't take losses.
Well, I don't like your prices, and you don't like what I want to pay. So
yeah, exactly it. But that's how it goes. That's that's it. That's how it is. The thing is I'm ridiculously stubborn and patient, so I don't give a fuck. I'll put it in a box and put it in a loft and leave it up there for 5 years. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I'd rather do that than lose money. I don't lose money. If I buy something, all I want is what I paid back. I'm not asking. I don't want like 200, 300, 400 profit. I just want what I paid. And if I can't get what I paid, then I'll either display it or I'll box it and put it somewhere else if that's what it needs to be. You know, it's just really difficult. And I've like got a few things up for sale at the moment. I get messages all the time. It's like, we take this, we take that. And the answer's no. I fucking won't. I didn't pay that, so I ain't taking that. You know? When someone offers you retail on a sold out item, you should take it. That's the bottom line.
Right. So then you got the One Punch Man. So this actually is a good timing because One Punch Man comes out. Is it next month? Yeah, One Punch Man Series 2 comes out next month. So this is delayed a lot. Oh, shut up.
Tell me to watch this. I just don't understand why. I mean, it just looks like it was drawn by someone with special needs.
Well, the thing about it is it actually is quite weird where you watch it and the art style changes. And it's kind of what it is like it's like a piss take basically of how anime is, and it's like it makes fun of it and it's quite funny, and I definitely 100% recommend watching it, but I don't know if you would appreciate it because I don't really think you watch that style of anime.
No,
like growing up, so I don't think for you it would reflect well on you. But for me, I mean, I've seen a lot of shit in my life, and it is actually. I had to watch the first episode 3 times. I watched it English dubbed, and then I watched it subtitled, and then I watched it English dubbed again because the version I watched first, I couldn't work out if it was meant to be funny or if it was just a really bad dub. So I had to then watch it with the subtitles to check.
Hilarious. You have to find out. You have to work out whether it's funny or not. Either it's funny or it's fucking
No. I was laughing. I was laughing, but the problem was I was like laughing, but I wasn't sure if I was meant to be.
But why does that matter? It doesn't matter. What does that matter? It's
like, because it was a bit like I wasn't sure.
Like I was watching something and it makes me laugh, so therefore I found it funny. Not, well, should I laugh at this? Let me watch it again in Japanese and let me see if I'm meant to laugh.
But it wasn't like
let me watch it again now in fucking Mandarin and let me see if that's the right way I should be watching it. I mean, that's just all kinds of fucked up sort of.
No, but it wasn't like I watched it 3 times in one fucking day. It was like I watched it and then I watched it a week later in the other one. But anywho. But it is actually worth watching, and I do think it is actually quite funny. And it's like all stupid. It's like kind of where all these people get special powers through fucking some crazy fucking thing, and they all have all these bizarre powers for whatever reason. And he's basically like they all come up to him and they're like, so what's your deal? And he's like, yeah, I did 1,000 squats, 1,000 press ups, 1,000 this, and I run 10K every day, and then I got really strong, and basically just like punches people once and they fucking died. But it's I don't know, it's hard to explain without it sounding shit. But it is really funny.
It really sounds like.
I mean, I just don't think it would work on you, to be honest.
Nah.
But anyway, I'm glad that they're actually finally releasing this because they were meant to show this at the.
Let's see more of it because I'm seeing an egg with eyes at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it looks like my mate John, but they were meant to be. Do you know the one who swapped T-shirts? Do you remember the party? No. Okay. Anyway, yeah. I mean, it is. You need to see more of it, but I'm glad that they're finally showing it. They were meant to be showing it at the Singapore Toy Game Comic Con 2018, but the license holder said nope, hold back. I tell you what is actually really good is there are actually a few really good statues of this. I mean, the one by First for Figures actually doesn't look like a First for Figure statue, which that sounds really bitchy. Sorry, I didn't mean that to sound bitchy, but it actually looks like really good. But when you see it, it looks like kind of like a Somei statue. But then also there is the
listen, everybody. I wouldn't take offense by that. It's just every company has a signature.
well, they have a style.
It doesn't mean that because it doesn't look like their signature that's a negative about their signature. It just means it doesn't look like a statue they would make.
It didn't, but the thing is that actually looks really good. And then there's the one by Somei where he's kind of like walking and he's punching backwards like a
Bruce Lee type.
And basically he's punching this monster and like there's a big hole and a fucking green monster behind it. And
that's really, I've seen that. That's really
well.
Nice.
I mean, XM need to really put out all the stops to make this a good statue. This is court scale, I believe. And I think it's also got a switch out for the more kind of realistic looking head. Like when he's like goes into battle, it changes animation style.
Okay.
Purple Tail. I don't think Gio would like it.
What's that?
They're saying like tell Gio to give it a go. I don't think you'd like it.
Thing is, right? I'm just going to warn you now, right? See if you tell me to watch something. And it's shit. I'm gonna like nail you to the wall. That's exactly what's going to happen. Alex told me once. He lent me. I was around his house, and I said, like, "What's a good film to like watch?" And he lent me Dogma, which I will never forget for the rest of my life. It was about fucking 6 hours long, and I felt like I was having my fucking nut head pulled out one by one watching it. It was the biggest pile of monkey shit I've ever seen. And when it was over, this is the kicker, right? When it was over, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning on like a Tuesday night, and I fucking called him. I woke him up and I said, "What the fuck is this shit that you've just made me sit through?" Do you remember that? Do you remember I called you like we had an argument? You hung up on me. I remember very much the situation.
Yeah, I think you may have grabbed me the next time you saw me as well. But
yeah, you don't waste my fucking time with shit.
Purple Turtle says, "Oh no, this is a new person. Clearly, Purple Turtle." He says that's a risk I'm willing to take. Anyone know the scale of this? Ed, dude, I think it's quarter scale. I've said it 3 times.
The thing is, I actually like a lot of anime.
Whiplash is awesome. Yeah.
It's just I sort of like the same signature style. I kind of like things like
Marcus. Yeah, so I talked about the one with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, Silent Bob. Yeah.
Fuck me. Just saying that hurts.
And then this is the XM Ultron, basically posted that he's trying out some new paints. So Marcus says it's an awesome and funny movie. Marcus says it's an awesome and funny movie. Dogma. So yeah, this is the new paint scale. I do really like the way they've done that because it like separates from having like a silver character and metal base and kind of having like having it like boring.
Yeah. No, I want to see it.
Ed Dude's response to me saying, "Dude, I said it 4 times. I just got back and I'm with the family, so I'm not really able to listen. Don't keep asking the same fucking question, dude, man."
Ed, can you see me? Ed, 1/4 scale.
Yeah. John V says, "Gio, don't watch One Punch Man. It's crap compared to Ninja Scroll."
Now this man understands me. Give that fucking guy
Purple Turtle.
He understands me. Ninja
Purple Turtle coming back.
Wicked City, fucking Fist of the North Star, Akira. Fucking that's what I'm after.
Yeah, Purple Turtle's come back as I hate Dogma too. So there you go. All right. And Franco Carlissimo was saying basically you watched Jay and Silent Bob when he was 19. Jay and Silent Bob, when did that come out? Because I swear to God that weren't that long ago, was it?
You remember things like that.
Yeah, so I saw that in the cinema, and I remember, funny in parts, but really stupid funny. It was actually long. Funny enough, Franco, I think I was 18 when that came out. Jesus Christ, yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
Shit, man, I didn't think it was that long ago.
2001, I was 20.
Yeah, they are. They're redoing Jay and Silent Bob. Oh, yeah, John V's actually written 2001 while I was googling it. And Dante Dis is going. So that One Punch Man is 1/4 scale, then, right? Basically, this is something which was one of the celebrations for us getting 10,000 subs, which we've been a bit flaky about because we still need to announce the Gambit giveaway, and we keep forgetting to fucking do it. We're going to be giving away a Gambit, XM Studios Gambit. We're going to be giving it away to somebody, but we need to work out how the fuck to do it. I did ask last time if people wanted to suggest a way of doing a competition, and no one fucking emailed me. So yeah, but this is also another way we're trying to give back, where we managed to persuade XM to open up the pre-orders for Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Joker for another month, so that the people can actually order it and they get $50 off, so 50 Singapore dollars off. So yeah, if you give the codes Sexy Alex for Wonder Woman, Geo's better for Aquaman, and then Crazy Brian for Joker.
I love the fact that you're the female.
Yeah, well,
this is perfect.
Yeah, but you're the little gay guy riding the fucking seahorse, so you know.
I'll take that. Listen, I will take Aquaman. Aquaman is tough as nails, mate. Don't get.
Yeah, but only because of Jason Momoa, not because of anything else.
No, he's very strong. In comics, he's really strong.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, so you just need to follow these kind of things on there. So you email promo@xm-studios.com with the following details: full name, mailing address, and the code. 3 codes, 1 for each statue, as we read out. The code's applicable for the 3 statues only: the 1/6 Aquaman, 1/6 Wonder Woman, or 1/6 Joker, limited to 1 redemption per customer, and the codes expire on the 31st of March. So yeah, Franco, Afro Samurai fucking rocks. Yeah, my girlfriend loved it.
I haven't seen that one.
It's actually voiced. I think it's voiced by Samuel Jackson.
I do fancy that one though. I've seen like a couple of little like clippets of that, and I think
I've seen the series, but I don't think I got to watch the movie. And the movie looked good as well, but the series was really good, and Coulson loved it as well. So yeah, Afro Samurai is fucking badass. Where are we? So we're going to go along. I think that's it. Wow.
Yeah, well, 2 hours and 40 minutes. We just fucking absolutely flew by. That did. We were like, honest to God, you don't shut up. You don't. Honestly, you shouldn't drink whiskey and do chats. Don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but the other side of it as well is if you fucking take weeks off, I've got so much to say, you know. So what we got now is Nicholas is still going on about that fucking New 52 Aquaman. Fuck me, Nick. Get over it. I wouldn't want to ride a seahorse on a rainbow bridge.
I don't understand. The rest of your stuff is fucked. Why do you want them to make fucking Aquaman?
Yeah. Oh, Kinshin, where the fuck is Mr. Sinister by XM? And he's donated $1.99. Cheers, buddy.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, yeah, that was like hinted a long time ago. That maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, but the again, it's down to the same kind of thing. It's down to the kind of licenses and about, you know, people get told
we need a Mr. Sinister, man.
But people get told you can make this character. That's fine. They then make it. They sculpt it. It's ready to go, and then they're like, "Yeah, actually, you're gonna have to hold off for a little while." It happened with I can't really go into things, kind of, but it's happened with a few characters where, you know, a certain company has made a character and then another company has made it, and because the bigger company is going to release it, the smaller company is told, yeah, you're going to have to hold back until that's kind of settled down. So yeah anyway, I don't want to like say this or that person. Then oh wow, John V said he's actually just emailed XM. Which one are you going for, buddy? And he's also gone for the Mr. Sinister on Throne. That looks the shit. Yes. I don't know who makes it, but we can't say that anyway. Even if we did.
It's really nice that with the pulls in it, like the human things like in the base with arms. Yeah, really nice that.
Purple Tower says when are they going to make a good Riddler? Allegedly, there's a fan art one coming, but the person was spamming it so much, I think we have to remove them. Should be printed in July. John V. Sorry, who are you talking to? Something should be printed in July. You're talking about your Sinister, maybe. Geo, you should. Geo, you should watch Afro Samurai. The fights are awesome. Colson loved it. Is that the one with?
I'll watch that. I've got no problem with that. That'll be a bit of me.
Is that the one with the guy with the fucking teddy bear head? It was really creepy. There's like a fucking character who's like a samurai, and he's got a giant fucking teddy bear head, and he's well fucking spooky. It's like really weird, but it's like I think it's like black and white, and it's like got colours like the red for the blood and stuff like that. But I might actually watch it again. I remember watching it when I was in Spain, and Colson fucking loved it. Someone's saying, yeah, feel free to give me the Fantastic 448. Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
Worth a go, worth a try.
Yeah, it's worth a try, but it can happen. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. I want to see a decent Fantastic Four statue. Yeah, I actually hate the Fantastic Four. I'm not going to lie. I really don't
really like Sideshow's. Sideshow made a diorama.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Very nice piece.
That's what I was going to say.
You want like an all-in-one statue of the Fantastic Four. I mean, that is a fantastic piece. It's got like
that's a fantastic piece. Excuse the pun.
It's very
exactly what I was going to say. The diorama of the Fantastic Four is probably as well is all the space I want to dedicate to them as characters as well. But
if you're looking for individual pieces of the Fantastic Four, the dope demo goblin guy is making those.
Yeah.
So he is in the process of making those pieces. So or getting that sort of going. So if that's something you're interested in, then that is obviously going to come your way too. I mean, I really like the I nearly said the name of it and fucking hell. So my tolerance for this shit is getting thin, bitch. I really like the one, the big one that's overscaled. Very nice thing. That is a lovely thing with the broken water hydrant.
I've seen it. I've seen unpainted kit. I've seen of that, and it's too big, but it looks. I mean, considering the character.
He's only 6 foot. The thing is only 6 foot.
It's massive because he's the same kind of scale as the Hulk. Sorry. I mean, even the original Sideshow thing, I actually do really like. I don't have an issue with it as long as it's not the thing Marquette that Gary brought over one time. Wow, that was pretty piss poor. But anyway, Michael's getting involved. Old cat dad. It gets hard for Ben Grimm. I don't know what it is. There's something about Ben Grimm, the thing. I just really, really dislike him. It's always like, it's clobbering time, and then he gets his fucking ass kicked every single fucking time. Yeah, so it bothers me,
His ambition outweighs his ability. That's what is annoying about the thing. He's like he's up to fight anybody. He never backs down from a challenge, but he can't win because he's a fucking idiot. But that's just how it goes. I remember a comic I had where the Hulk kills him.
I think he stabs on his head quite badly.
Looks like he kills him, innit?
Yeah, I think he like jumps on his head or something.
He stamps on his head and he's like all looking up, all like his eyes rolling in the back of his fucking head. I like Fantastic 455 is a good comic where Silver Surfer and him have a little rumble. That's a nice little comic. Yeah. I bet he turns fucking. Would Silver Surfer turn him into a fucking wall?
No, I think Silver Surfer's a bit like he's very passive considering how powerful he is. I think he's getting attacked, and he's a bit like, "Hey man, chill the fuck out, buddy." Kind of. He's a bit like that, and then I think the thing punches him and knocks him through a building, and then he comes back and does something to him. But yeah, so did you trade or sell your Beta Ray Bill?
I still got it. It's still up for sale. Again, I'm just looking for pretty much what I paid. So I think it's up on eBay at the minute for maybe 800. But to be honest, I want, I even say in the descriptions on pieces that what I want in my hand. So I think I'm after like maybe 750. I think that's what he cost me, like all in, like getting him here and everything. It was around 750. So I want 750 back.
Yeah.
So he's still there.
Yeah, I mean, so they're talking about the thing now as well, and I think that's actually a very valid point about the fact that, over the years, where the kind of characters, this is the characters in this period of time, this is their level of strength. So then they kind of over the years they keep on like releasing new characters that need to be stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So because the thing was released in the 60s, his like base power is so much lower than other people.
It's rubbish. It's not true.
Really, I don't know.
That's rubbish. The Hulk was released before the thing, and he is.
The Hulk has always had that thing where he's angry.
He's completely overpowered, and then you've got Superman who's completely overpowered to the point where they had to make kryptonite up to try and do something because nobody could do anything.
Right. Well, it was your boy Michael who said that, so tell him.
They were always hierarchy. You got to remember, Doom is around the same time as them too, and Doom has gone on to do amazing things. Doctor Doom, considering the base level he started on. I mean, they could do amazing things with the thing, but nobody bothers because he's shit.
Oh man, Nick has just sent me a fucking comic. Right, this one's actually pretty good, but he just sent me a one after this. I've got to show you, and it's fucking wicked. Do you see that?
So yeah, I have seen it. I'm looking to get this. Actually, this is Venom.
Yeah, I think this is it's got to be scanned, isn't it?
It looks like Scan. Yeah, it looks like.
But then check this one out. Fucking hell! See that?
I've seen this before, but what is this? This is
it's like fucking Joker as Pennywise, and then Robin as fucking Georgie.
Oh, that's very clever.
That's really cool. He says there's a six.
I've seen it. I couldn't work out who it was or what it was about.
Yeah, it's Joker. It's fucking like it's it, isn't it? It's even the writing.
I understand it's it, but I didn't know who. Like, if it was Joker, I didn't know who it was in. Who it was, the characters that they were trying to like convey. I didn't get it. I didn't get it with Robin.
I like that, man. I do actually like that. I might have to get that.
I don't know if they're out. I don't think either of those are out yet.
Yeah, no, it's just gone up for May pre-order.
Oh shit! To chat and buy.
That's the problem. Is like we have this group chat where like all of us are complaining about buying too many comics and buying too many things, and we need to cut back. But the problem is like there's about 4 or 5 of us in the group who just fucking fuel each other. It's really bad. It's like literally one of the guys in the group were like, yeah, I've just unsubscribed to all my email notifications. I'm not getting any of them anymore. So, whatever. And he's still in the fucking group. So the other 4 are going, yeah, check out this new one. Check out that new one. He goes, yeah, I've just ordered 10 new comics. Sorry, the last thing, before we go, the one thing I did want to cover very, very quickly was the Prime 1 have released probably about 4 or 5 pre-orders that haven't been shown on Sideshow. And I have actually spoken to Sideshow, and they've said that they plan to basically they will be stocking all of the pieces that have not been put on there so far. They haven't told me any details or anything else, but they said that they do plan on having those pieces in there in the near future. So, yeah, I just wanted to mention that thing because we just showed like Zod, Gigantic, and I think there was another one on the chat as well, which haven't been put up yet. They're just, they're just small print. They're probably ironing it out or whatever else. Some fucking disagreement going on. I don't get it. It happens, when you distribute for companies, there's always agreements going back and forward, and they've got to be renewed every fucking year or every quarter. So, yeah, it's nothing. It doesn't mean like there's all speculation going on that Sideshow and so Prime One have all fallen out, whatever else. That's not the case. Yeah.
Well, publicly, they're not saying they have anyway.
Well, the person I asked is pretty frank with me normally, so he would tell me not to share if he told me something, and he said to me that we plan on carrying all Pro One pieces in the near future. So just be patient. What's this?
That'd be good for a lot of people to know.
Well, I think it's also. I mean, that's to do with the the postage side of it as well. It's a big factor. So that comes back up again. If people have to start ordering through Prime One through Japan, it's going to cost them a lot more money. So it's all relevant to collecting. There's all costs that you have to consider. So it is a big deal. Okay, I think that's everything, isn't it?
I believe so. It's everything a bit more. I believe
a little bit more. Well, that's what happens.
There's definitely a good 30 minutes of cartoon fucking intro that we could probably have done without. But you know what? That's what happens.
I told you. I actually, funny enough, I said, the thing is, the good thing it was that basically I said that, when someone asked me if there's going to be drama on today's chat, and I said, well, you know what? All it takes is one comment and we fucking go off on one about whatever fucking comment is. And it was about 80s fucking cartoons today. So I guess it's a good thing to go on about 80s cartoons and something negative.
Yeah. This is very true.
Just trying to think if there's anything. I think I've covered I've covered all the pictures. Covered all the messages. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Sweet.
I think we've done well. Again, sorry everything sort of mentioned your comment, but you should have listened and done the RaddTitan thing. Like I said, Darth Ralph is saying that he actually emailed XM as well. Which pieces are you looking into, guys? For XM, just out of curiosity. So, night all. Tyler, only called the end of this. You guys look well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Great chat. I had to do some work now before my colleagues catch on. And then Purple Girl was coming in going, He-Man was the best 80s cartoon. He-Man was at the time, but He-Man didn't age too good, man.
Yeah, well, me and Alex tried to sit down when we were like 21 years old and watch the entire box set. That was a bad day.
We'll finish up on that story then. What happened was I used to work in WH Smith's. The pre-order came up for the He-Man Volume 1, and we waited for like 3 months for it to come out. It came out. I went and collected it, from work, had it, and I like called up George, and I'm like, shit, man, I've got Volume 1 of He-Man. I've got it here. I'm going to go over and I'm going to watch it. George's like, no, you got to wait for me. You're seeing me soon. You got to wait for me. And I'm like, dude, man, I need to see this. This is like before, they had YouTube, but it was always YouTube weren't that good then, and there was no fucking like on-demand shit and all that. So you had this DVD, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to wait for George 2 weeks. So he's like, yeah, when you see me next one, I'm like, oh, and it was so hard. I tell you what, every day I'm getting back from work or wherever, college, and I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, I need to watch this. I need to watch it. Oh God! And then basically went to George's house. Yeah, we crack out a few beers, get ready. He was like, oh man, this is gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be so good. I'll tell you what, let's go downstairs, let's get a kebab, let's do this properly, get up, set up all our food, set up all the beers, have all the drinks ready, put it on, and we're like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this? And literally the first like 5 episodes we watched them, and it was just like the same loop fucking punch screen thing over and over fucking again, and we were just like, wow, this didn't hold up very well. It was like one of the darkest times of my life, I think.
It was like really upsetting. It was like, do you know what happens is you sit there and you think, fuck me, I was stupid. When I was little, like to hold my attention the way this did, I must have been like a fucking dribbling simpleton for me to be. I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean,
I remember,
how did that keep us occupied?
I remember like watching those kind of things and literally having like you would watch the same fucking episodes like 100 times. You just watch them over and over again. And like, we must have been when I was in WH Smith's. I was 18, I think, 18, 19 maybe. 17, 18, 19, I think I worked there. So, it was around that kind of time. But I think we were at your mum's house up in Queen Square. And we're there, like watching it. It was just like, I literally paid fucking like whatever, like 15 quid to get to your house up there, fucking 20 quid on beers and fucking, whatever else, sitting there, fucking waiting like 3 months for the pre order, 2 weeks to fucking come and watch it. And just, that was one of my biggest disappointments in life. Cheers, Christian, man. That's awesome, buddy. You just donated $5. Awesome, mate. You don't have to do that, buddy. You don't have to, but we appreciate that for sure. And always at the end of He-Man, there was always this really bad, like, moral story thing at the end, wasn't it?
So, at first we didn't get along, but then we found out that we're actually friends and that we both have the same goals. So, when you go out there, try to be nice to everybody. It's like, it was so funny.
Have a good day, everybody. But it was like the best thing about all those cartoons was the fact that, all of the villains have like these real whiny bitch voices. All of them. I didn't realize how bad it was, but that made me sell the Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
The Cobra Commander, I was like, that fucking premium format is fucking amazing. That premium format Cobra Commander is the shit. It's one of the best mixed media pieces. The chrome on his helmet is flawless and it looks fantastic. And then like my girlfriend was like, what's that guy from? And I'm like, oh, he's from G.I. Joe. What does he do? And I was like, oh yeah, well, we stick it on. And we put on something on YouTube and it was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, you nincompoop. I'm like, oh man, this is so bad. And then I watched like He-Man and Skeletor's got like a whiny bitch voice. And then the only one who doesn't is
Hordak.
Like a Momra.
Yeah, Momra.
But Momra does when he like flies away though, doesn't he? He's like, ah! When he flies off, he does something. But anyway.
That's funny.
All right.
He was fucking funny.
I'll let you go there anyway. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. And, we'll try and do this on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs, get myself together, and then I'll probably be up in 3 hours. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Dave Cassie's like, Alex needs to get on to voice acting. Yeah, I need some lessons, I'll tell you that. George was actually doing the acting in fucking school. But anyway. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll try and do this on a weekly basis, and we'll try and do the scheduling thing if we can. Hopefully, we will kind of stick to it. Hopefully, if you have any kind of videos that you want to send across, let me know. Email me or PM me on Facebook, and we'll work something out. So, yeah, thanks, guys.
Peace.
It's out. Have a good week. Bye-bye.